for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to
rumble! Yeah. What's up? This is boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New meeting today, USA boxing. Yes, sir. We are back. Today is a good day, man. Today is a good day. Before I say something crazy. Oh, today Thursday. Okay. I was gonna say happy Wednesday, but today is Thursday. You know, I literally lose track of days. Literally, like if you a content creator or if you are a like a writer, I have a writer or anything, and you just real busy, you literally lose track of days. So anyway, yes, sir, man. Everybody, man. Salute everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna let YouTube send out the notifications in the YouTube universe and let everybody know that we're here, man. 3 o'clock, man. Sunday through Friday. Yes, we have a lot of good news going down in the sport of boxing today. You know, I am fully aware that the Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant have secured a deal for November. So we're going to discuss that as well. And it's amazing because the title of the show pretty much is the title of the show is pretty much, can the PBC survive without the big fish, Errol Spence Jr.? You see what I'm saying? And we know that Errol Spence Jr. is the #1 guy at the PBC. So, you know what I mean? Call Al, big fish. So we do know that. So, you know, unfortunately, the PBC have been having a string of unfortunate events. You know, everyone was happy about the Manny Pacquiao Errol Spence fight. Errol Spence ended up getting a torn retina. That was the first report. And then it was later reported, I think yesterday by Mike Carpenter, that it wasn't a torn retina. It was a detached retina. So I don't know how you get these stories confused. Detached retina, torn retina. There's a big difference between the two, but that's neither here nor there. So anyways, Mr. Man Down is out. You know, and this is the flagship guy of the PBC. You see what I'm saying? This is the flagship guy of the PBC. So it is what it is, and he's out. And then now they have 42-year-old Manny Pacquiao. I don't know how many fights Manny Pacquiao has with the PBC on the contract. Some say he has 2 fights. Some say he has 1. I have no idea. But that's neither here nor there. But Manny Pacquiao, his ship is sailing in the sport of boxing. You know, you can only milk that cow for so long. You know what I mean? And I, you know, I'm a huge Manny Pacquiao fan, but at the end of the day, you know, everybody comes to the end of their road. And, you know, Manny Pacquiao fans are very, very excited that he's having a fight. Now, there has been kind of a letdown that for the simple fact that it's not Spence. You know what I mean? But before we get into the show, man, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are growing. We shall be at 5,000 subscribers probably within the next week or so. So probably by maybe 6 days from now, we should be at the 5,000 mark. And then we're going to speed right on and get to 10,000. You know what I mean? Before the year is out. Pretty sure of that. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody who subscribed to the channel. Salute to everybody who loves the sport of boxing more than they love pushing narrative. Salute to everybody who loves the sport of boxing more than race hustling or race baiting. You see what I'm saying? Salute to everyone who rocks with the old boy, Coach Malachi Williams. You know, in New Media Today USA boxing. You see what I'm saying? So we want to be able to bring our own perspective on the sport of boxing and just try to be as fair and balanced as possible. We're going to have people who ride with us and then they fall off the wagon later on down the line, then that's fine. You see what I'm saying? You know, this is not the fanboy channel. This is not the troll channel. But hey, you know what I mean? Shout out to you guys too. You do contribute to the watch time hours. But anyways, we're gonna have a damn good show today, man. So you know how we do it. Let's go ahead and, you know, and give everybody an intro and a shout out, because respect to everybody in the chat. I look at you guys as family. The ones who rock with me, I look at you guys as family. I really do. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I just look at you guys as family. But anyways, shout out to my main man, Ignorant Boxing. We're going to do this OJ Jew Man style. Now listen, now we had OJ Jew Man Mondays. We had Gucci Man Tuesdays. Sir Mix-a-Lot Wednesdays. I gotta write this down, guys. I gotta write this down. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Hold on, let's write this down right now. Hold on, guys. That's a good one. Let's see. OJ Jew Man. It's OJ the Juice Man, guys. I know I be, All right. OJ the Juice Man. OJ Juice Man. I gotta write this down because I'll forget. OJ Jew Man Mondays, right? Gucci Man Tuesdays. Nah, I didn't like Gucci Man as a rapper, but I'm just gonna, Gucci Man Tuesdays, right? So we got Gucci Man Tuesdays, right? Sir Mix-a-Lot Wednesdays. All right, so we got Sir Mix-a-Lot Wednesdays, and we're gonna get into boxing. You see what I'm saying? Sir Mix-a-Lot Wednesdays. I always like to go with rappers. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to DMX. We're gonna do DMX Thursdays. DMX Thursdays. R.I.P. to DMX, man. Hit the Ali bell for DMX. And we're going to have Eazy-E Fridays. Eazy-E was my favorite rapper, guys. So Eazy-E Fridays. So that's it. OJ Jew Man Mondays, Gucci Man Tuesdays, Sir Mix-a-Lot Wednesdays, DMX Thursdays. Today is DMX Thursdays. Tomorrow will be Eazy-E Fridays. And Sunday, since I lived right around the corner from Trick, TWD Sundays. TWD Sundays. Okay, that's it. That's it, guys. I just made this up on the spot. Now, and it is subject to change at any moment in time. So anyway, let's get into the show, guys. We're going to have a good one. Shout out to Ignorant Boxing. Hey, okay. Shout out to Mr. Chemo. Hey, okay. Oh, also, before I forget, top of the hour, shout out to Steve Kim. Steve Kim is one of the best. This guy loves the sport of boxing. Steve Kim is, everybody know who Steve Kim is. So you know who Steve Kim is, man. He's one of the best reporters in the sport of boxing. No one covers the sport of boxing. He's one of the best out there. Up there with Mike Carpenter and stuff like that. Steve Kim been around for a long time. So I want to share one of his articles as well. Steve Kim, an article that he wrote as it relates to this Manny Pacquiao and Ugas fight coming up tomorrow. So we're going to talk about that as well, guys. So bear with me. So anyways, shout out to Mr. Chemo. Hey, okay. Shout out to Meryl Dixon. Hey, okay. Shout out to my sister and the queen, Lisa Bales. Hey, okay. Shout out to, who else we have? Hooligan Music. What's happening, brother? Hey, okay. Shout out to my main man, Charlo. Hey, okay. Shout out to the UK. Hey, okay. Everybody in the UK. Hey, okay. Shout out to the United States of America. Hey, okay. Shout out to Hector Garcia. Salute, fam. Hey, okay. Shout out to Kush, the greatest. Kush. Hey, okay. Well, I got to get me some of that good Kush, too. Hey, okay. Shout out to Javi Santana. Okay, we reloaded. Hey, okay. Shout out to Paul CX. Hey, okay. Shout out to, who else we have? Oh, Hector Garcia. Hey, okay. Shout out to Dimitar. Demi. I got a homeboy named Demi. Demi is from Liberty City, I think. I got a homeboy named Demi, man. I ain't seen him in a long time. Shout out to Demi. Hey, okay. Shout out to the Queen, Arlette. Hey, okay. Shout out to, who else we have? Richard Slutsky. Hey, okay. Shout out to, who else we have? Shout out to Joseph Torres. Hey, okay. Shout out to Martin Liel. Hey, okay. Liel, sorry about that. Shout out to Emmanuel. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jedi Gremlin. Hey, okay. Shout out to Karma Serene, the Queen. Shout out to the Queen, Karma Serene. I like that. Shout out to the Queen, Karma Serene. I like that. That's gonna be your new name, Karma. She said, I was about to text you, Coach. I didn't know if you was having the show today. Hey, okay. Yes. Definitely having the show. We gonna, Sunday through Friday. Other than that, yeah, Sunday through Friday. Absolutely. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jedi Gremlin. Hey, okay. Shout out to Jose Luis. Hey, okay. Okay, let's see. Who else we got? Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I don't want to miss anybody. So going back to the top, Jedi Gremlin. Hold on, guys. I just want to make sure I got everybody. Shout out to Paul CX. Hey, okay. Shout out to, who else we have? We talked about the Queen, Arlette. We talked about her. Mr. Chemo. Let's do this. Emmanuel.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jedi Gremlin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jose Luis.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kaboom, Lady Shan, the queen in the building.
Hey, okay.
Please subscribe to her YouTube channel. And once this show is over with, I think we're doing a fight watch. We're scoring a fight live over there, Lady Shan's channel, with Pernell Whitaker, and I forgot who the other fighter is. But as soon as this show ends, we're gonna go right over there. We're gonna try to end the show at 5 o'clock, which would be 10 o'clock UK time.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jovan Soto.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Wizard Sleeve.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Tomas Cruz.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Easy Dimes.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Thomas Jones. And this not the running back Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Danny Drew.
Hey, okay.
Let's see who else we have. Shout out to Jonathan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Freddie Montana.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to H Don 88 Pro.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Blood Retro Boxing and Documentaries. We're gonna have Blood come on too, man. We're gonna have Blood come on today as well. Blood is here, so I'm gonna drop the link so he can come on the show.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Victor Derones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to H Don 88 Pro.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to John Wick.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Peter Reeves, what's happening?
Hey, okay.
Okay. Shout out to BG
Hey, okay.
for dropping that $2 super chat on your boy. Hey Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. They say, Coach, man, you don't bent Blue. You took that from Blue Be Original. I know I bent this. Man, this is what I do.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Michael Knight.
Hey, okay.
Michael Knight, the Knight Rider.
Hey, okay.
Hey, the Knight Rider, that's one of my favorite shows in the 80s, man. Knight Rider, Michael Knight, Kid, the car. You know, if you ain't grew up in the 80s, you wouldn't understand.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Reggie Colvin.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to It's Cold in the Wintertime. It's cold in the winter.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? D Nice. They call me D Nice. You don't know nothing about the rapper D Nice. He was with BDP. He was one of their DJs after Scott LaRock passed away. Shout out to RP to Scott LaRock. Shout out to who else we have? Let's get into this. Let's get right into the show. I don't want to. If I miss you guys, please forgive me. Shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Off Strength.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Egg Shake Form.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Teach.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Merk Lee.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Steven.
Hey, okay.
Who else we have, man? Who else we have? Shout out to is that Mikey C?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to. All right, let's go down. If I forget your name, please forgive me. If I forget your name, please forgive me. Steven Teach, Egg Shake Farm.
Hey, okay.
Who else we have? Peter Reeves.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Nexian, NY Texan.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rap Star Boxing Knowledge.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Knots.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Zoe Life 813.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Uwapo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Man, that's a lot of names. Hold on. I just want to make sure I don't repeat the same names. Shout out. Yeah, I already said Danny Drew. Shout out to Danny Drew once again.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my main man Troy Graham.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Philly Fly.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Look.
Hey, okay.
Let's do this. Now, you know how we do this, guys. I'm going to be nice today. If you are a troll and you want to come to the show and troll Coach Malachi Williams and everybody in the chat, I will advise you to be on your best behavior. If you are a PBC ass kisser and you do not like the program, I would advise you to exit the building that way. If you are a narrative pushing channel and you are a race hustler, I would advise you to exit the building that way. If you love the sport of boxing more than you love an individual fighter, I would advise you to stay right here today. If you are a beta male, and you are easily offended by some of the words that I may say out of my mouth, guess what? You might want to turn away from the show today. If you are a I'll Be Sure, nothing against I'll Be Sure. Keith Sweat, nothing against Keith Sweat. Christopher Williams, Chico and El DeBarge type guy, rap transplant, man with sensitivity. Guess what? You might want to exit the building that way. You see what I'm saying? At WBD Today USA Boxing, we love what? The sport of boxing. You see what I'm saying? So now, if you are an Alphabet Boy supporter and you do not like me, if you call me a coon, Uncle Tom, a sellout, a racist, I hate my own kind, or whatever the case may be, guess what? This is not the channel for you, sir. We do not participate in the buffoonery. All we care about is the sport of boxing. We care nothing about where you're from, what your race is, what your ethnicity is. If you love the sport of boxing, guess what? This is the channel for you. So we don't push racism over here. We push boxing. You see what I'm saying? I ain't on nobody's side, homie. I'm on the side of boxing. We want to do what's right for the sport of boxing. So let's get into this. Everybody is welcome, as long as you love the sport of boxing. Whatever biases or whatever went on before I came on the scene, what was going on between the East Coast and the West Coast, I have nothing to do with that. New Media Today USA Boxing, we are about the sport of boxing. We are about the sport of boxing. Okay, now let's get into this, man. Let's go. Now, as you guys know, we're going to get into the news with Canelo and Caleb Plant. I got you guys. We're going to get into Manny Pacquiao and Ugas, but just bear with me for a moment. The PBC was damn near on their last leg, and I mean literally. Now we know that Mr. Al Heyman has a lot of money. He's doing well. He has a bunch of investors and through a hedge fund and yada 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 yada. But the fact of the matter is, it's all about the bottom line. Has the bottom line being reached with the PBC? Now, the only way you can reach the bottom line, that's with any promoter. You're gonna have to put on good fights. You're going to have to put on good fights, right? And because the fans want to see good fights. Now, the question that I have is this here, guys. What I wanted to know is, can the PBC survive without the big fish, Errol Spence Jr.? Now, as you know, guys, the PBC has been getting a string of bad luck lately when it comes to putting on big fights. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, when I say big fights, I mean the fights that the fans actually want to see. Now, we know we have one fight that's coming up with Canelo Alvarez. They saved the day. So that's one. But let me tell you where I'm going at with this, right? Some fans were excited to hear the announcement of Deontay Wilder and the Tyson Fury Trilogy. As you know, Deontay Wilder is a PBC fighter. Tyson Fury is a top-ranked fighter, right? Some fans were excited about it. Mostly Deontay Wilder fans who felt like their king was cheated and they wanted to see him get retribution, right? But other fans are fatigued. And they were fatigued and are fatigued of the fact of both Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. They're sick of them. They don't want to see them anymore. They probably want to see Tyson Fury fight Anthony Joshua for undisputed, but that's not happening. That ship has sailed. So now, and simply, they do not want to see this fight again for the third time. Some people just don't want to see it for the third time. Whatever excitement that the people had for that fight, PBC fighter versus top-ranked fighter, whatever excitement that people had for that fight all died when the July 24th date was canceled and rescheduled until October the 9th because Tyson Fury pulled out of the fight because he said he had COVID, right? And because of all of the negativity surrounding that particular fight, all of the cheating allegations, all of the race baiting and race hustling and racial tension surrounding that fight that came from the PBC fighter Deontay Wilder and his rabid supporters, i.e. the Alphabet Boys and their supporters, a lot of diehard fans have simply had enough, right? They had enough of that. So let's move on. So fans have been dying to see the WBC champion Jamal Charlo fight a top middleweight in the division for years. As you know, Jamal Charlo is another PBC fighter. He has lackluster performances and he doesn't fight big fights. So no one really turns out for his fights because of his lack of challenging himself and PBC's inability to be able to get Jamal Charlo to fight other top tier fighters. The PBC has over 100 fighters, but they only have a few stars, right? So when you have a few stars, you're going to have to do what? You're going to have to put on good fights. As it relates to Jamal Charlo, his pay-per-view numbers are terrible. And because he refuses to fight the other champions in the middleweight division, fans have rewarded him with severe criticism and the lack of support, right? Because the PBC refuses to give the fight fans what they want to see. This is the problem in the sport of boxing, right? Now, Jamal Charlo, on the other hand, is a damn good fighter, and he is the unified light middleweight champion of the world. But he is a terrible draw. For some reason, the PBC has been unable to get boxing fans interested in watching a Jermell Charlo fight. Now, even though that Brian Castano versus Jermell Charlo was a great fight, it was a damn good fight, and I love that fight. Jermell showed up, Brian Castano showed out, and it was a damn good fight, right? And though it was a great fight, and they was fighting to see who was going to be the undisputed champion, junior middleweight champion of the world, no one knew who Brian Castano was because of the PBC's lack of ability to promote and build up their fighters on their roster. The PBC does a terrible job in building up their fighters in promotion. You see what I'm saying? It really kind of, and this is why they do terrible numbers. This is why they do terrible pay-per-view numbers. You see what I'm saying? Now, earlier this year, the PBC did attempt to make the Caleb Eggplant. Sorry about that. We're going to put some respect on Caleb Plant name. Earlier this year, the PBC did make an attempt to make the Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez fight happen. And fans were excited. I know I was one of them, right? Because this is the fight that the fans want to see. Not necessarily because of Caleb Plant, but because the people want to see can Canelo Alvarez become undisputed at that division, the super middleweight champion of the world, right? And we only have one undisputed fighter in boxing, and that's Josh Taylor. So now if Canelo can do this, this will be a damn good feat, right? You see what I'm saying? But as you know, the negotiations fell through, and the fans was left disappointed again. Now, the fight is on again. Now we hear that Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant have secured a deal, and the fight will happen in November. You see what I'm saying? Now, so this is great, guys. This is great. You see what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. The fans were really looking forward as well to see Errol the Truth Spence fight the living legend Manny Pacquiao. But in an unfortunate turn of events, as we know, the man known as the Big Fish, Errol Spence Jr., had to pull out of the fight just 11 days before the biggest fight of his career, meaning that he missed out on the bag, meaning that he missed out on an opportunity to defeat the living legend and maybe retire him or even get beat by the living legend. Who knows? So that left the fans disappointed again. So us as boxing fans, we have been receiving disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, right? Now, there is no secret that Errol Spence is the favorite out of all of Al Haymon's fighters. Out of all of Al Haymon's fighters, and they have over 100 fighters at the PBC, Errol Spence is the guy. He is the one that Al Haymon has all the eggs in his basket, him and maybe Wilder, but definitely Errol Spence. You see what I'm saying? And Errol Spence has developed a loyal and rabid fan base, very similar to Wilder. You see what I'm saying? And he gets all of the big fights with the other PBC fighters. So Errol Spence do get big fights. You see what I'm saying? Now, he gets all of the publicity, as we know. He does good numbers at the gate, as we know. And he does decent pay-per-view numbers in today's market. You understand what I'm saying, right? So now, when Errol Spence finally got opportunity to get his dream fight, guys, and he had to pull out because he got hurt in sparring. Whoever he was sparring, putting them paws on him. And then now they're saying that instead of having a retina tear, he has a detached retina, which is worse. So there's no telling when he's going to come back, right? So now, Errol Spence was the man that Al Haymon was counting on to save the PBC ship from sinking, right? Maybe we can get Deontay Wilder. If he can do something, that can help as well. Now that the Big Fish has been sidelined, Al Haymon was hoping that he could convince Canelo Alvarez to join the PBC in a multi-fight deal. Now, as we know, the fight has been secured with him and Caleb Plant. You know me, guys. I'm just waiting to see if that fight happens. We know Canelo gonna show up, but we don't know what's going to happen with Caleb Plant, if he'll be there or not. Hopefully, Caleb Plant will show up. He will be there because Caleb Plant, this is the opportunity of a lifetime for you. This is the opportunity, sir, for you to move out of that double wide trailer that you are currently living in Tennessee. This is the opportunity for you to move up from being a $750,000 fighter to making millions, 10 times more than what you ever made in your life. So guess what, sir? I'm happy for Caleb Plant because Caleb Plant need this. And I'm glad that Al Haymon came to his senses. I'm glad that Al Haymon came to his senses, right? And fans, we are tired of being let down. We are tired of being let down. We're tired of being let down. We're tired of being disappointed. You see what I'm saying? So now, as it relates to the welterweight division, it's only a matter of time to see how long Errol Spence will be out. If he's out for a long period of time, what are they going to do with those belts? Because 3 of the welterweight championship belts are with the PBC. Ugas has 1, Errol Spence has 2. So we're going to find out what's up with that. But the good news is this. We have the Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant fight going down like the Titanic in November. We got to wait till November before we see it. So, hopefully that fight does go down. But tell me what you guys think about it. Let's talk about it. Once again, if you're new to the channel, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let me go ahead and drop this link for my main man, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and drop this link, guys, for my brother, retro boxing, the documentaries. Blood, I'm finna drop the link for you now. This is the only guy I'm gonna let on the show today. He's the only guy that's coming on the show, and that's it. So if you ain't blood, you're not coming on. Other than that, man, that's it, man. So let's do this, man. So Al Heyman back was up against the wall. What do you guys think about this news?
Hey, okay.
What do you guys think? Are you excited at the fact that, hey, man, we finally got some good news as boxing fans, and you know we're going to get this Canelo Alvarez fight, because we know Canelo don't pull out of fights. We know that Canelo's going to show up, and we are fully expecting Canelo to win this fight. You know, I'm just being honest with you. You know, I'm not a Caleb Plant fan. I make no secrets about that. Some people would say that, hey, man, you know what, man, you hate no Caleb Plant. You know what? It's a possibility that, you know, and I'm not really hating on him. I'm just saying crazy about it. I've never been a fan of him. Just being honest with you. Shout out to my main man, Major Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Today is Major Key's anniversary. So we're going to give my main man, Major Key, a round of applause for him and his beautiful wife and his family's anniversary today. Shout out to my main man, Smith & West.
Hey, okay.
Smith & West says, get Bud to fight the interim champion and force Errol to fight Bud when he comes back. And that's if he comes back. You know what I mean? I think Bud, here go my main man, Blood. Hey, y'all, everybody, we got my main man, Blood, Retro Boxing and Documentaries in the building. Let's give him a round of applause.
What's going on, Coach?
What's
going on with you, man?
Let's hit my brother one time. Let's hit him one time, OJ Jew Man style.
Hey, okay.
Go ahead, Blood. Let me shut my mouth.
Hey, man, it's good to see you, Coach, man. How you been, man? You enjoying that hot sun out here?
Man, it's hot as hell, bro. I went and picked my kids up, man. It's blazing from school.
I know,
it's
man.
Blazing. Hey,
I know. I wanted to talk real quick about Errol Spence, man. Okay, and I know you're doing your show, and I just heard the news too about Caleb Plant and Canelo Alvarez, and I hope that fight goes through, man. That'd be great to see some unification around here. So that's big news. This is the first time hearing about it on your show here, and I'm happy to hear that. But I wanted to say something about Spence real quick. I believe Spence had a damaged eye from the start, okay? The truth is, Spence has not been the same since the accident. And I'm going to say some things that might piss people off, but I'm just going to tell the truth. This is my opinion. I noticed the slight slurring of the speech, okay? Nobody can put that, oh, he's just a country boy excuse on me, because I'm down here. I'm a country boy myself. I hear country boys all day. Since the accident, I have noticed the slight slurring of his speech pattern, okay? He's had new teeth for long enough. He also messed up some dates at the presser, right? You guys know about that. You guys heard him do that. We have also seen him back out in the public, schmooing and booing up with these rappers and looking intoxicated, dancing with rappers. I've heard his supporters say that he was running away from some skinny jean rappers that night he wrecked his car. That's what they said. I heard him say that. If that's the case, then why was he seen back out with Lil Yellow and all these skinny jean rappers trying to get a kiss on the neck, grinding up on them, highly intoxicated, and we ain't supposed to have no questions about this? Now we got these retina issues, okay? When the news first hit the internet waves, some were saying that he would be back in action, and there was an unrealistic date attached to that. If you have retina issues, that means he will be out of the ring for quite some time. Now, I do not co-sign with fighters having to show the fight fans their medical documents, but in this environment, it is, however, a courtesy. It's a courtesy to provide medical documentation to the media and fight fans. If Bernard Hopkins decides he wanted to do that, that's a courtesy, but this should not be a requirement. Our medical records are protected by HIPAA laws for good reason, and if this would be required for one fighter, then all of them should have to provide medical documentation every time we require they do that, which is asking a little bit too much for me. I understand that fighters are breaking record numbers regarding the rate of pulling out of fights, but their privacy is their privacy. These commissions will have consent to obtain only the required documentation. The reason why we never got the fights we wanted to see is because Spence adopted a low-risk, high-reward philosophy. When he met with Crawford face-to-face, he even enlightened us on an easy route plan. He told the media that Crawford was on the wrong side of the street. He also attempted to downplay Crawford by co-signing statements regarding a ridiculous 70-30 split. Now look where we at. If it was true that he was involved in a high-speed chase with skinny jean rappers, okay, then it was them that placed his career on hold. It was that world over there. Besides himself, it was that world. It was them that posted the pictures of him highly intoxicated and kissing up on Lil Yellow Neck. So he has to look at the man in the mirror. With all that said, let me say this, and I want to say this because I have got some lashback from a few things, but he can make a comeback. But he needs to take a page out of the Sugar Ray Leonard handbook, not the Floyd Mayweather handbook. Take 2 years off, no sparring, keep your body fine-tuned, eat right, and with his name alone, that could land him a big money comeback fight in 2 or 3 years from now. He'll still be less than the age of 35, but he must take a page out of the Sugar Ray Leonard handbook. I know there has been advancements in sports medicine and surgical procedures, but this guy needs a full cleansing of the mind, body, and soul, my brother. Errol Spence needs a full cleansing. And as for the sanctioning bodies, let's get some action going towards them belts, man. And Coach, I'd like to thank you, man, for letting me come on here, air it out a little bit. I see Shelton and came up in here. My big brother, he up in here too, man. Much love to you, Coach. I like what you're doing over here, brother, man. Y'all keep up the great work.
Man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Blood. Listen, I heard everything that you said. I wanted to show you something because you said that you noticed the slur in speech with Errol Spence, and listen, we got to keep it a buck. I've noticed it too. He wasn't talking like this before the accident. He's slurring. He looks like he's in a daze. You know what I mean? And I wonder if the bottom line. Listen, man, we need you to get out there and fight and perform. Because you are a flagship guy. I'm not saying that this is what Al Heyman has done, but maybe, he's under a lot of pressure to get out there and fight. He fought Danny Garcia. Everybody was so surprised. Like he's back. He looks like he never missed a beat. But Danny Garcia is, I guess maybe his style was tailor-made for Errol Spence. But I want to show you something though. Let me share this screen right quick. I want to show you something because dude's telling me I'm tripping. And I'm like, guys, I showed you a picture. I showed you a picture of Virgil Ortiz and Mean Machine when they weighed in the day before the fight of their welterweight fight last week, right? And Virgil Ortiz looked real good, young, strong, healthy, didn't have any sunken cheekbones. Mean Machine, and Virgil Ortiz is 5'11", bigger than Errol Spence. Mean Machine is 5'9.5", same height as Errol Spence. He looked real good, six-pack, all of that stuff. Didn't look sunken in. Does this guy now? This is not even. This was Derek James posted this probably like 3 days before he pulled out of the fight. Right? Look right here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let me go here. Can you see this on Blood?
I sure can, brother.
Man, come on, man. Does this man look healthy to you?
No, he doesn't, man.
And I'm just being honest with you, bro. Like, this ain't no, listen, for all you guys who pro Errol Spence, I get it. For all you guys who get so overly sensitive, I'm not banging on Errol Spence as related to this. I'm saying, dude, I don't watch the million fights, and I know that when you see Virgil Ortiz at weigh-in, you see Mean Machine at weigh-in, when I see other fighters at weigh-in, and I have seen Errol Spence get ready to fight Kell Brook. He's never looked like this. His cheeks is very, very sunken in. This is not even the week of the fight. This is 3 weeks before the fight, and this guy's looking like this. He looked unhealthy, man. And I'm like, man,
he sure does. Yep.
I'm just, So
man.
This. What do you think about that, Blood?
Man, I'm with you. I can see it. I can see it in his face when you're showing these pictures here, and I've seen it for quite some time, ever since the accident, man. And I wanted to give him some time. Of course, they said he had surgery on his face. He had new teeth put in his mouth, but he's been slurring speech. He messed those dates up. He kept saying October at the presser. He just doesn't seem to be himself to me. And then, he's not only that, he's been out drunk again. It was this world that he's trying to live in, this rap, this hip hop world or whatever. They said that he had some beef with some guys. He sped off from these guys, and that's the reason why he got in the accident. Now, his supporters said this. I heard them saying it, okay? So if that's the truth, then why is he back out here with these same guys again? And if that's also the truth, it's sad, but these guys put a hold on his career because He's out here messing with these guys, speeding off in his car and stuff like that. And then he's back out there drinking with them again, grinding up. And then they're putting out video footage of him trying to smooch up on Yellow Beezy. They didn't even have to put that out there. That was Yellow Beezy, them people put that out there, man. So I don't know what's up with this guy, but he needs to take some time off, man. Let his body heal up. Sugar Ray Leonard did it for several years. Sometimes you have to do what's best for yourself. Go ahead and go into recess. Let someone else fight for these belts, man. Sit back, protect your O like what they've been doing anyway. He still has a marketable name 2 or 3 years from now. He'll only be like 34. So he needs to take some time off. Stop taking punches to the head for a little while, come back. Or else he's going to get beat up prematurely, man. He didn't give his body time to heal. He'll never be the same again. But that's how I feel about it, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, and then, again, this ain't no shade, man, against Errol Spence. I've been on a tear last week, with this big fish stuff and yada yada yada, because I was just pointing out the double standards that, okay, if it was Terrence Crawford that suffered a similar injury, these same pro PBC guys and Terrence Crawford haters will say that he's ducking, he's this, he's that. So I said, no, we're gonna keep that same energy. And they got upset about it, but hey, I don't take it back. I mean, every goddamn word I said. But all jokes aside, this guy, I really think that you're the first person I really just the way you articulated it to me, it's like, damn, you know what, man, Blood might have a point, man. He has been slurring since he came back from the accident. And that was listen, let's be honest with you guys. This was a self-inflicting accident that Errol Spence went through, right? He did, he got in this accident because he was drinking. We saw footage of him at the club drinking, getting drunk prior to the accident. You see what I'm saying? So, he did this to himself. Thank God that he survived it. But when you look at that car and he got thrown out of the car, you're like, how in the hell did he survive that? And for him to get thrown out of the car, that means he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So, so my thing is, there's no way you can go through an accident that severe and still be the same. But, they say that he is back. He was going to beat Manny Pacquiao. He's going to retire him. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he is back. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But all I'm saying is this here, man. I agree with Blood. When I saw that video that Derrick James posted of Errol Spence 2 weeks, it was 2 weeks before the fight, and I saw how he looked, I said, this dude looks sick. And I got a lot of flack for saying that, but I said, okay, cool. I'm going to show you guys I'm not hating. I'm not throwing shade. This is Virgil Ortiz. I showed them a picture of Virgil Ortiz in the meme machine the day before their fight, the weigh-in. And when you see that and you do the comparisons, bro, there's no comparison. As a matter of fact, let me pull up Virgil Ortiz. It's like,
why are you pulling him up, Coach? To Jerron Rummels, he says that's a Texas thing. We all slur part of our accent. No, man, it ain't nothing to do with that, because listen up here, man. We around country boys all the time. All of us country boys do that, right? We know the difference. Somebody like me and Coach, we know the difference. We around country folk all day. We know when somebody's slurring their speech, man. Come on, man. You talking to the wrong brothers with that right there.
I can show you videos of Errol Spence from 2018 prior to the accident. He was not talking like that. Nope. He wasn't talking like that. Then I can show you videos after the accident. He was talking totally different. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying. I get it. It's a Texas thing. This is how we talk in Texas. I know a lot of people in Texas, and I'm showing you. And what I'm saying is this here. And I used to drive through Texas. I drove trucks, for years throughout Texas, all the way down on Laredo, all through San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Austin, all throughout Texas. And I'm telling you, forget that. I can show you video footage of Errol Spence talking prior to the accident. Then we can show you video footage of Errol Spence talking in interviews after the accident. And you would have to show me what changed before the accident, after the accident. That's all. In order to support your case. I get what you're saying, though, brother. But I get what you're saying, though.
And if anything, Coach, we're looking out for him too, because we care about the guy. We don't want to see him get in there and get hurt if he's not all the way right. So we're just looking we love the sport of boxing, and we don't want to see nobody get hurt, right? Just because you have something to prove, that you shouldn't use that at Errol Spence's expense, right? Just because you have something to prove. The man needs some time to heal, man, right? He ain't right after that accident.
Right. You know what I mean? Absolutely. You know what I mean? So, this is the thing I want to know. What are they going to do with the belts? Because he has a detached retina now. At first, it was a small, slight tear. According to what Showbiz the Adult said on his show, he was saying that his sources, his sources say that Errol Spence had just a little small slight tear. It's not a, it was, they took care of it in the surgery. He'll be back sparring in September, which is next month. Now Mike Carpenter, the same guy who released that report, is now saying that, wait a minute, no, it was worse than what we thought. So I'm trying to figure out, it was detached retina. So Sugar Ray had a detached retina. Abner Mares had a detached retina, which is a lot more severe. So my question is this: if it is a detached retina, how do you get the stories confused? How do you get the stories confused? I don't know. They got the stories confused somehow. But if it is a detached retina, that means he's going to be out for a significant amount of time. So let's say he's out a year. What's going to happen with those belts? That's what I'm asking, Blood. What's going to happen with the belts?
Oh, that they need to, in my opinion, the sanctioning bodies need to place him on recess if he has a torn or detached retina. They need to place him on recess, and they need to, order some other fights to take place, man. Now, I don't know. I haven't looked at the rankings in a long time, Coach, and that's why I'm going to listen to y'all break it down, because I don't know what's up with the rankings right now as far as the two belts, who's the number one, but they need to do something. They need to put him in recess. That I do know.
Right. So this brother here on Credulous said that it was his teeth. It was the reason why he was slurring. Well, what about the way he look in his eyes? What about the eyes? You know what I mean? So let me ask you something, Credulous. So basically what you're saying is there's no possible way that there could be anything wrong with him. There's no, he was 1000% fine. He's good. And we just tripping. Is that your position, sir? Is that your position? Please let me know. Credulous says what makes showbiz right, or his source. I didn't say he was right. Again, if you look at what I said according to showbiz, quote unquote, that's what he says. I didn't say he was right. But my point is, when the report was when the report was put out, Errol Spence, they doctors, I think their doctors originally said that he just PBC, this was on PBC site, said that he just had a little slight torn retina. So it is what it is. But
and then that story changed from a torn retina to a detached retina, and it keeps changing up. So it's hard to determine where all of this information is coming from and where they're getting this. Do they have something that's legit? Or are they getting this off of a medical report? They just go ahead and put him in recess, man. We don't have time to sit around here and wait. It's his fault that he got in that car that night. People don't want to admit up to it, but it's his problem. And I wish him well, and I think he could come back, but he needs to rest.
Yeah, and with the sleeve said you don't dive head first out of a speeding car for free. Yeah. Jawan says that I feel you, but that's how we talk. EJ did get new teeth and stuff. So basically he's saying that pretty much affected it. Don't think he out here drunk all day long. Okay. So basically, if you are a pro Errol Spence fan, there's nothing wrong with Errol Spence. So Errol Spence just had new teeth in his mouth, and new teeth affected his speech, the way he talks. Never mind the way his eyes look, like they look dilated and stuff like that. So basically, we tripping, and it's not Errol Spence is 1000% fine. Okay, cool. I get it. Okay, I understand. I get the narrative. I got you, brother. I got you. It's a Texas thing. Even though I know a million people that live in Texas that I personally know, and they don't talk like that.
See, that's the problem I have. What's up, Blood? My OG. What's going on with you, big bro?
What's up, big brother? It's good to be on here with you again, Mr. Showmore, man. My brother, man.
Been a minute, man. I'm back working, so my time is kind of tied up. But I just want to chime in. I got a little work break. I got my lunch break going on.
Yes, sir.
That's one of the things, Coach, that really irritates me nowadays is we got this fucking protection agency for these fighters, man. And we need to stop that. We have a witness protection agency for all these. If it's our guy, he can't do nothing wrong, and everybody's against him, and he's the only one right, and everybody's tripping. Look, man, these guys need to fight. Bottom line, Errol Spence has an injury that's serious. Now, I said this when it first came out. They said it was torn. I said, okay, if it's torn, he could possibly be back maybe by February, March of next year. Now they come out and say it's detached. Now, for everything I've seen in the history of boxing, all the fighters that have had detached retinas, if you have a detached retina, you're talking 18 to 24 months out of the ring. So in that case, we're going to need to get those titles, either put him in recess or strip him and make those titles vacant and let people fight for him. I mean, we got up-and-coming fighters. We got Boots. We got Virgil. We got Rashidi Ellis. We got all kind of guys out here ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? We can get Crawford in the mix. It's fights to be made. But we got to stop having this protection agency for these fighters. Stop trying to protect these dudes and save their O's. If you want to be all-time great, you got to fight top competition. If you fight top competition consistently, you're going to take a loss. That's just the way the shit works. That's how it goes. So we got to get back to being real boxing fans and stop being fans of promotional companies and fans of narratives. You know, everybody's against me and they all trying to do this, that, and the other. You know, it's just ridiculous. Coach says it all the time. If being oppressed allows you to become a $35 million guy, then shit, oppress me. I want to be oppressed too.
Yeah, I mean, and then another thing too with this. Now I will say this: to give Errol Spence credit, he has fought. He has in the welterweight division. He has been fighting the tough guys, but all of them have been on the PBC side. He fought Sean Porter. He hasn't fought Keith Thurman, but Keith Thurman ain't fought in over 2 years. So he's fought Sean Porter. He's fought Danny Garcia. And he's fought Kell Brook back in 2017. So, he did that. He has done that. Now, everybody wanted to see him and Crawford fight each other, but we do know the promotional politics is the reason why stuff like that hasn't happened. And depending on which side of the fence you're on, if you know the narrative. So if you want to push the narrative, okay, that's fine. But I agree with that, Shelton. We got to stop putting these fighters in protective custody. Errol Spence has a serious injury. He's going to be out for a while. And just like they took the belt from Manny Pacquiao and put him as a champion in recess, I think eventually that it's going to come to that. It's going to come to that. Unless Al Hammond can pay these sanctioning bodies enough money to say, no, we ain't going to do that. But eventually it's going to come to that. You know what I mean? So, when's
the last time he defended the belt, Coach?
That's a great question. I'm going to pull that up right now. I think he fought last year. Him and let me see. Hold on. Let me see. When the last time Errol Spence fought? I think he fought Danny Garcia. I should have had this up already.
I can't remember if it was last year or this year. Sorry about that.
No, it wasn't this year. I don't
it was
think
December. Wasn't it December or November last year, if I'm correct?
Yeah, December. December. Yeah, December 5th, okay. 2020.
So that's almost a year since he's fought. Now he's gonna be out at least another year. Why are we holding the belts hostage? Don't hold the belts hostage. This guy's not going to be ready to fight for at least a year. If he has a detached retina, it's going to take at least a year for him to fully recover and mentally recover and come back as the Errol Spence that we saw fight the last time. So he needs to get those belts, either vacate those belts or put him as champion in recess and let people fight for those belts so boxing can move forward. We don't need another Manny Pacquiao situation. We don't need another Keith Thurman situation where they holding the belts hostage. Let the belts go. You the big fish. You should be able to heal up just like my big brother says and come back and get you a big money fight. Let the belts go, man. Let somebody else have a shot.
This is the thing. Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Major Key Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Major Key said, I have a text message from a source close to the camp. He received this confirmation straight from the camp at 4 a.m. That Tuesday morning. Says that he was told that it was a torn, not detached. This is the only problem with that, my brother Major Key. See, the reason why people are still kind of suspicious because it's as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. All right. This is Mike Carpenter. So, Major Key, you said you got a source, right? And your source told you that he knew Tuesday that it was a torn retina, not a detached retina. Well, as you can see right here, Errol Spence, of course, was set to fight Manny Pacquiao on Saturday. Spence gave commission permission to disclose his medical information. So when you click on this, right? When you click on this, it says that Errol Spence's injury was a retinal detachment / break, Nevada Commission. Bob Bennett tells ESPN upon reviewing the exam. I don't know how to pronounce that word. By Dr. Thomas K. Kelly, August the 9th. Dr. Kelly determined Spence was unfit to compete for the fight, right? Now, I want to show you something. He says that it was a retinal detach / break. I don't understand. Like, this is confusing to me. If it was a torn retina, if it was a torn retina, they'll say tear. So basically, he's confirming that. Wait a minute, we thought it was a tear, a slightly torn retina. Now he's saying it was detached. Now I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but I know detached means separated, meaning they're not together anymore. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, this injury is a lot more severe than what it was. But when they first reported it, the PBC, and we can go to the PBC website. PBC, the official report that the PBC put out on Twitter, they said that it was a torn retina. You see what I'm saying? So we got two different stories about this injury.
Not only that, Coach, but if somebody in the audience can name us one fighter that came back after a torn retina in 6 months. Even with torn, give us an example of some names so I could do the research and make sure that you're correct on that, because I've never heard of a fighter coming back from a torn or detached retina right away. Give us some examples to stop with all this stuff if it's torn or if it's detached. We don't know. So just give me some examples of the torn retina then, of some fighters who came back with 3 months later, like they said.
Like Blood said, we don't know and they don't know, obviously, because they keep getting the reports wrong. Now, a report came out yesterday from ESPN that the retina is detached is a break / detachment. So what Major Key got Tuesday doesn't jive with what happened on Wednesday. So we got to figure something out.
Right. So there's conflicting reports being put out by that camp. You know what I mean? By that camp or the PBC side of the fence. And the thing is, when you both stories can't be right. That's all I'm saying. You know, it can't be, both of them can't be right. You know what I mean? It's either torn or it's detached. Either way it go. He's not going to, if it's a detached retina, he's gonna be man down for real for a little bit. He's not gonna be fighting no time soon. You see what I'm saying? He may be out a year, up to a year and a half. Look at I was on the Boxing Voice with Nestor Gibbs and what's the guy name? Abner Mares is on there. He has a detached retina, and he said that, you know, when you have a detached retina, he said that you got to go through all kind of medical exams and stuff like that. He's trying to get a fight. He's trying to come back and get a fight. And he says that when you have an injury like that, detached retina, which is worse than a slightly torn retina, he said that you looked upon as damaged goods in the sport of boxing. And I asked him specifically, and I'm going to play the clip. Not now, but I'm going to put it up and play the clip in a later show. I asked him specifically, I said, does this affect your bottom line? Does your stock go down when you are looked upon in the sport of boxing as a damaged fighter with an injury like that? And you know what he told me? He said, yes. He said, unfortunately, yes. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's very important if it's a torn retina or a detached retina, but I'm going to, what I'm doing right now, guys, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to put it up so you can see that. Wait a minute, you know, both of these, this is the same guy, Mike Carpenter. He put out two different stories. But he's getting reports, probably from, well, this is the PBC right here. Oh, I found the PBC site. Let's do this. I'm finna pull up the PBC right now. So either way it go, to make a long story short, he's going to be out for a while.
Danny Drew in the chat. Danny Drew. Sugar Ray took 2.5 years to come back from his detached retina. 2.5 years, brother.
He probably don't know that.
He don't know. He probably never saw Sugar Ray fight either.
Yeah, he probably don't know that. You know what I mean? He probably don't know that. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Sugar Ray did take 2.5 years, and I think when he came back, who did he fight? He fought Hagler, right? He was like
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Yeah,
Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
He came back and fight. He came back and fought Hagler, but he did make a short comeback before then. He fought old boy in 1984. I can't remember the guy name, but he took some time out after that fight, and he took like 3 years off. Right?
That's the guy that dropped him, right, Blood? That's the guy that dropped him.
Yes. Yep.
I think I remember who it was. Here you go, right here.
Was it Howard? Was it Howard?
You say Howard?
Yeah. Was it Howard that he fought?
Wasn't it Kevin Howard? Kevin Howard or somebody's dropping?
Kevin Howard.
Okay, this is it right here. You know, wait a minute. I have both of them, guys. I found it. Mike Carpenter. So basically, here, as you can see right here, guys, let me show you this, fam. Let me show you this. So right here, PBC had put out that the premier boxing champion, unified welterweight champion Errol Spence Jr. was forced to withdraw from his blockbuster showdown with 8 division and former welterweight champion Manny Pacquiao on Saturday due to a retinal tear in his left eye. So this is what they put out then. Now Mike Carpenter is saying that it was discovered. This was August the 10th. This is the date. Now, August the 19th, you know, I think maybe he put it out today or yesterday. They're saying that, hey, we discovered that it was a detachment. So somebody's lying. Because there's a difference between a tear and a detached retina. So from what Major Key Boxing is saying, from what his sources said, that's close to Errol Spence's camp. Errol Spence's camp has put out. Hey, shout out to Steve Kim. He says Leonard fought Kevin Howard in 1980. Oh, Leonard fought Kevin Howard in 1984.
Yeah, that's right. It was Kevin Howard.
Kevin Howard, yeah.
Because I don't know, I mixed it up with the Finch, the Finch fight sometimes.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right before then, he fought Bruce Finch. So I always mix up the Bruce Finch and the Kevin. Thanks a lot to the guy.
Steve Kim, man. Shout out to Steve Kim, man.
Shout out to Steve Kim for answering.
Hey, fellas. Thanks a lot for having me, Coach. Blood, it's always a pleasure. Back to work, man. So I'm going to be back in the chat. I'll holler at y'all.
All right. Let's give a man Shelton a round of applause. Man Shelton, a round of applause. As a matter of fact, we got my man Bowl in the building. Bowl, what's happening, man?
Hey, okay.
What's up with you?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Yeah,
Doing
absolutely,
all right,
man.
Good to hear from you again, brother.
Yeah, I'm just getting out of work right now.
Hey, so Blood, Bowl. So as you can see here, man, that what they did was PBC put out on the 10th. Okay, he said he interviewed him last week. Okay, so yeah, I'm reading some text messages. Sorry about that, guys. But PBC put out on the 10th that he had a torn retina, a slight tear, torn retina, and then Mike Carpenter put out yesterday that they discovered that it was a detached retina. So I don't know how PBC got confused. A torn retina from a detached retina. I don't know. Was it some kind of confusion? Was it a typo?
They just put things out there, man. I'm telling you, Coach, I've been on boxing social media forever, and the stories change depending on who you listen to, who you get the story from. Different people have different inside sources. They like to say, I have an inside source, and how do you even know if that inside source is not feeding them some bull crap? It's just, by the time it reaches another person and another person, it always gets watered down, just like everything else, Coach. You know how that works.
Yeah. But back to what we're saying though. Blood, and just like you said, right now PBC has 3 belts. We know exactly. Crawford has one of the belts, WBO. He has one more fight with Top Rank. He's leaving. I can damn near guarantee you he's leaving, pretty much. From what I've talked to his coach, I talked to his coach personally on the phone. But PBC has 3 belts. We know Ugas has one. Now, if Manny Pacquiao can win, he'll be the WBA super welterweight champion. Who knows how many more fights Manny Pacquiao is going to have? If Errol Spence has a detached retina, is Manny Pacquiao going to sit around and wait another year and a half to fight him? He's not getting any younger. He's 42. He's going to be 43 in December, if I'm not mistaken, Manny Pacquiao. So what, is he going to sit around to 44 to fight this guy? You see what I'm saying? And he's running for president in the Philippines. So it's a possibility that we may never see a Manny Pacquiao Errol Spence fight again. Manny Pacquiao is old, and Errol Spence is going to have to be out some time in order for him to heal. And it's not wise for him to try to rush back to try to fight anybody with the injury that way, especially with a killer like Manny Pacquiao.
Yes, sir.
Or not even just Manny Pacquiao. If he's fighting a top-notch fighter, the top-notch fighter is going to do what? We're going to focus on that eye. You see what I'm saying? So, he's going to be out a while. So I think they probably should let some more time go by. They're probably going to, make him a champion in recess because no one has beat him for his belts. Make him a champion in recess and maybe elevate someone else with the belts or just put him up for grabs and let someone fight for him. And then when he comes back, maybe he can be the first in line to fight to get his belts back, or will they just give it back to him? I don't know how that works, guys. I'm not well versed at the research.
I'm just hoping he stays focused and that he's not in the club, with these rappers and all of that kind of stuff during his time out. He's going to have to take care of his body because he is in his 30s now. He's not a 20-something-year-old jitterbug anymore. Yeah. So he's going to have to take care of his mind. He's going to have to take care of his body and his soul. And he's going to have to eat right and do all the good things that he needs to do to make sure that he could land that big money fight 2 years from now. Like I said, take a page out of the Sugar Ray Leonard handbook. He can come back after the detached retina if it's at the right timing. Let's just say we don't know what's going to happen in those 2 years, but there's going to be a demand to see Spence come back because he has an audience. So why sit up there if you have some damage that's been done from an accident and all of that? Give your body some time to heal, man. That's all I'm saying. And we're doing this out of love for Errol Spence, man. Right? You guys are trying to prove a point. You guys just don't. You guys were willing to put him back in the ring, knowing that he's not all the way right. Right? And that tells me that you don't care nothing about Errol Spence. You're being selfish and you care about other stuff. And we know what it's all about.
Shout out to Black and Brown Boxing. Hey, listen, another thing too, right? So now this is where I'm going at with this, because Errol Spence is their star fighter. I'm pretty sure that everyone can agree, man, even in the chat, that Al Heyman highly favors Errol Spence. He highly favors him. He gets all of the big fights in the welterweight division, pretty much. He highly favors him. He is the star guy, the flagship guy of the PBC. When you think of the PBC, you think of Errol Spence, and you think of probably Deontay Wilder. But Deontay Wilder, light has kind of fizzled out because he hasn't fought since last February, right? For whatever reason, him and Tyson Fury, they got their love-hate relationship. That's neither here nor there. Shout out to Tony Boswell for dropping that half for Dizzub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Tony Boswell said, much respect, New Media Today, USA Boxing in the chat. Stop in to show support for one of the realest and unbiased boxing channels on the tube. Thank you so much, my brother. For those kind words. Thank you so much, Tony Boswell, man. Let's go ahead and to this day represent for my man Tony Boswell. So I say all that to say this: their star player is out, right? The PBC has Bolden. I don't know if you know this. And Blood, I don't know if you know this. The PBC has over 100 fighters on their roster. Now we know they got a bunch of goddamn fighters, but they are not names. They're not making a whole lot of money. So we're going to dispel this myth that the PBC, when you sign to the PBC, everybody's swimming in swimming pools full of $100 bills and we in mansions and driving Rolls Royces. No, only the top fighters that may be doing well. And from what I've been learning, that these PBC fighters get an allowance from Al Heyman. You see what I'm saying? So that's neither here nor there. My point, I say all that to say this: he was their star fighter. Their star fighter is gone. So they have Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is 75 years old in boxing years. He's 75 years old in boxing years. So they say, well, they got Manny Pacquiao. Okay, cool. You can only milk that cow for so long, right? Manny Pacquiao, I don't know if he has a 1-fight deal with them or a 2-fight deal with them. But either way it goes, you can only milk that cow so long. Manny Pacquiao is going to be 43 years old this year. He's going to be 43 years old this year, and let's say they can milk him until next year. So are they going to hope we're going to hold Manny Pacquiao off in order to bring so he can fight Errol Spence next year? You know, who knows how long Errol Spence is going to be out, because he has a detached retina now. So if he has a detached retina, that is a very, very serious injury. Shout out to my brother Major Key Boxing for dropping that half for Dizzub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, hey, coach, it's Black and Brown. He said, hey, coach, Black and Brown is only 24 subs away from 1,000. Let's make it happen right now, right here. Hey, guys, so yeah, man, Major Key say that Black and Brown is 24 subs from that stack of please go to Black and Brown. Black and Brown, you probably should drop your link in there. Drop the link to your channel. Go to Black and Brown on YouTube channel and subscribe. And see, can we make that happen for him? Yeah, I say all that to say this. So now that he is on the sideline, right? Who they have? Who is their star player now? Now this is the good news. Shout out to Black and Brown for dropping that half for Dizzub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Black and Brown say half a dub for my boy, for my big bro. Hey, okay.
To this day.
Yes, sir. Black and Brown, y'all please go to his YouTube channel and subscribe to his channel. He only needs 24 subs to get that 1,000. And we know once he get that 1,000, if he have 4,000 watch time hours, he can monetize his channel. So, man, that's a great accomplishment, because it's hard to get 1,000 subs on YouTube. Trust me. I know the data and the analytics of it in the stats. So, anyways, so now Errol Spence is sideline. Bam, this is where I'm going at with this blood. Errol Spence is sideline. Now, they're gonna milk the Manny Pacquiao cow. Good news is they was able to secure Canelo Alvarez. From what I'm hearing, it's a 1-fight deal. Canelo didn't want to fight all these other guys, the Charlos. Charlo was at 160 pounds. So Charlo turned down the fight with Canelo when he was a middleweight. And I get what you guys are going to say. Hey, well, you know, Canelo ducked this guy, he ducked that guy, yada, 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 yada. Okay, I get all of that. He ducked this person, he ducked that person. I understand that's the narrative. But we're talking about right now, right here, right now, they got Canelo, Caleb Plant. This is the opportunity of a lifetime for Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is a $750,000 fighter. I told Abner Mares that on the show on Nestor Gibbs show, The Boxing Voice, and Abner Mares is saying, well, man, he said the company man thing. Man, you'll be crazy if you think that Caleb Plant only got $750,000. He probably did touch at least $2 million because we get checks from Al Heyman on the back end. So everybody's saying this back end. So this is what Abner Mares said. I'm gonna show you a clip of what I said. I said, look, man, damn all of that. Caleb Eggplant is a $750,000 fighter. I said this on Nestor Gibbs show, The Boxing Voice, with Abner Mares on the show. He said, yeah, man, we do make more money than what the record shows. I said, okay, so if you're making some money under the table, what, the IRS don't know about it? So, Al Heyman just giving y'all all this money. Listen, man, it got to make sense to me. It got to make sense to me. Al Heyman is not Mother Teresa. He's not Gandhi. He's not just giving out money just to be giving money out. He's not just, I'm going to put you in this car and put you in this mansion and I'm just going to be giving y'all all kind of money. We know that these PBC fighters are getting allowances over there. Al Heyman looked like he's working out of the Don King playbook, as far as I'm concerned. But anyways, this ain't no shade to Al Heyman. I understand he's a very powerful guy. Everybody loves him. He can't do no wrong. He's the savior of the sport of boxing. I get the narrative. And I'm not banging on him. I'm not talking bad on him. But that's what I told Abner Mares. I'll probably never get an interview for any of those PBC guys. But I'm not in this to do interviews. I'm not in this to get press credentials. I care nothing about that. But the PBC has Manny Pacquiao. Now they have Canelo Alvarez. They want a one-fight deal. If that fight happens, I always say if. And then you got the Wilder Tyson Fury situation. I think people are turned off about that. The Wilder Tyson Fury situation. Wilder's 36 years old. Mr. To this day is 36 years old. He's going to fight the Gypsy King October the 9th. I don't know how that's going to play out, but they're going to need to do something. The good news is Al Heyman was able to secure the bag with Canelo Alvarez. Now, if Canelo got paid $40 million, that's a lot of goddamn money. This is the question I have for you, Blood. I say that they are going to, and I was talking to my brother on the phone. I don't know if he want me to say this, but they're going to need to at least do 1 million pay-per-view buys in order to make their money. What do you think about that? Do you think that the Caleb Plant fight can do 1 million? But let me get this super chat out the way.
Okay.
Shout out to Leandro for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, well, why or how did both Pac and Ugas come out carrying the belts on their shoulders? I have no idea because Manny Pacquiao allegedly got stripped.
The only belt that's going to matter, Coach, is the super belt, okay? I think that they gave Manny Pacquiao some belt just for the promotional thing because he never really lost his belt in the ring. So I guess they just gave him a belt, a duplicate belt or something like that. But if you look on Box Rec, the only belt that's up for grabs is the WBA super belt, okay?
Right.
For that fight. So
Right.
the other
The
belt
WBA
don't
super.
count. Whatever Manny Pacquiao had, it doesn't count. The one that you guys has is the one that counts.
So this is the thing. If they gave, and listen, just as well as I know, Blood and Bo, the PBC model is this. We pay our fighters low money. We don't pay them top dollar. We're going to give Errol Spence $2 million to fight Sean Porter, and then you're going to get the rest of your money on the back end. We're going to pay Errol Spence and Sean Porter $2.5 million a piece to fight each other, and you get the rest of the money on the back end. The back end meaning whatever you can draw from the pay-per-view sales. Now, for all you guys who know how pay-per-view works, these companies are not just giving fighters money just to give them money, right? If a fighter does 500,000 pay-per-view buys, you say, well, he did 500,000 and he got 60% of that. Yada, yada. And Sean Porter got 40% of that. There you go right there. No. Doesn't work that way. They get 60 and 40% or whatever's negotiated from what's left. Meaning the promoters have to recoup their money. The networks have to recoup their money. So after the networks say, hey, we need to make at least this much amount of money, whatever is left over, then the fighters get their split. After the promoters the networks recoup their money. So this whole idea that Al Heyman is just dropping it like it's hot and giving everybody money and we all taken care of is foolishness. Business doesn't work that way, right? So now, what is the bottom line for the PBC? What is that number that they are going to have to hit in order to make their money back? They are banking like hell that Canelo can bring it probably at least damn near 1 million pay-per-view buys. Because we know Caleb Eggplant ain't bringing shit. He don't nobody know him. He ain't got no fans. I'm and listen, this is no disrespect to Caleb Plant, but you're gonna have a hard time telling me that Caleb Plant is this star. He's not. Well, he fought on PB. He fought on Fox Sports 1, and it was 2 million people watching when he fought. Dude, listen, you're gonna have a horse racing show or a marble shooting contest on Fox Sports 1 around that time, and people just could be turning the television and just stay on there. They didn't come there because of him. And if they thought that he was this such of a big star, why he ain't done no pay-per-view sales yet? You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't going for that. I'm not going for that. So, but no disrespect to Caleb Eggplant. I know I've been on him all the time. The fake color me bad. The fake Robin Thicke, the fake Justin Timberlake fake. I know I've been on him. But this is the opportunity of a lifetime, blood, for him to get out of that double wide trailer that he's currently living in Tennessee. You see what I'm saying? Get the bag, Caleb Plant. You got a chance to change your life forever. Al Heyman was able to secure the bag. I'm happy for you. This should be good for the PBC. But the only way this is going to be good for the PBC Bowl in blood is this. They're gonna have to recoup their money. Hopefully, this fight can do 1 million on pay-per-view buys. We know Canelo gonna sell out the event. They're gonna have to hold that fight at the stadium.
The problem is, Coach, is that we haven't seen Canelo put it on the line for a while because he's been over at the Zone, and it's hard to tell what those numbers are. You know, they report certain numbers, but those numbers can't be verified. So we have not really seen Canelo in this type of pay-per-view market in a little hot minute. He's held down $1 million pay-per-view before when he fought Golovkin. But now the question is, does he still got the popularity? How much is his popularity grew since he's been on the Zone? So maybe we'll get some answers. We're going to be getting answers just like everyone else. It's hard to determine. I do think that Canelo will do 1 million, though. I have a feeling if he can't do 1 million, then his popularity has declined. The DAZN app, this is going to tell us what the DAZN app did for him when he's back on the right pay-per-view market to where we could get the numbers and everything. We couldn't get the numbers when he was at the Zone. We couldn't get the right numbers over there. So we don't know if he's still selling like that.
Shout out to Mark Nash.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2 super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Please subscribe to Mark Nash on YouTube channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Hey, Mark, I really like the show you had on last night about Brother Polite. I really liked that last night. Mark Nash says, Coach M, Shelton, Blood, All-Star panel. Yes, sir, man. Anytime I have a historian on here, Blood Boxing. Blood don't forgot more about the sport of boxing than the average dude would even know. You know what I mean? So if it's anything I don't know, I know who I can reach out to in order to find out certain things. As it relates to Canelo, I think that Canelo, listen, this is how I will promote this fight. Canelo Alvarez. Has there ever been an undisputed Mexican fighter before, Blood, that you know of?
Undisputed Mexican. There's been plenty of undisputed Mexican, but in this era here, no. Not in this modern era.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying in this era right now. We know in the past, but I'm saying like in this era, De La Hoya was never undisputed.
No, he wasn't. De La Hoya was not undisputed. None of the fighters in this no Mexican fighters in the last that I could think of in decades been undisputed.
Okay, so go ahead, Bo. Bo, you have something to say?
Nah, I had nothing to say. I mean, I don't know any Mexican fighters that was undisputed either.
Okay, not in this era. De La Hoya didn't do it. So now this is how you promote this fight. Al Heyman, call Al. I'm giving you some game now. Listen, you have the Canelo Alvarez has the opportunity to make history. You can say he can be the first Mexican fighter to become undisputed since yada yada yada. Whoever the last one was, I got to research that. Whoever the last one was, you see what I'm saying? He has an opportunity because he's doing something. And then you can say, hey, listen, there's only one undisputed fighter in the sport of boxing right now. That's Josh Taylor. Canelo Alvarez has the opportunity to do that. I'm telling you, the Mexican fans are going to support this fight wholeheartedly in order to see Canelo make history. So you have to promote this fight as a historical fight. This is history in the making. Nobody's coming to see Caleb Plant. I can tell you that right now. And I know you got, oh man, coach, you so hard on Caleb Plant. You always talk bad about Caleb Plant. You might be hating on Caleb Plant. Okay, I get it. Listen, and guess what? I'm open for criticism on that. I might be hating on Caleb Plant. You know, maybe you might be hit a point there. But what I'm saying is this here. No one is coming to see Caleb Plant. People are coming to see Canelo Alvarez become undisputed. We know that he can sell out a goddamn stadium. If he can sell out a stadium with Billy Joe Saunders, someone who is not known in the United States of America, he can sell out Texas Stadium, the home of Jerry. What's the guy's name? Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, the home of Jerry Jones. If he can sell that out with a British fighter, we know that he can do it with Caleb Eggplant. It's not a matter of is Canelo Alvarez, can he win the fight? It's a matter of which round is Caleb Eggplant gonna get knocked out. So Caleb Plant, if you're listening to this show, sir, use this as motivation to fight as hard as you can, because I'm betting that that your ass getting stopped. You're gonna get stopped. Let's see. Billy Joe Saunders did 8 rounds. I'm gonna give you about 6 or 7. Get on your bicycle. Be aware of the body shots, because they coming. Now, Leonard Ellerbe says that this is hold on. Leonard, I gotta pull Leonard up. Leonard Ellerbe says that Caleb Eggplant is all wrong for Canelo Alvarez. I played this on the show not too long ago. He said that Caleb Plant is all wrong for Canelo Alvarez. His style is too slick, and he's going to give Canelo problems. And Canelo should never fight Caleb Plant. This is what Leonard Ellerbe says.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Ride on the Storm for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
I also like to thank real quick, man, Mr. Chemo for giving us the answer on who the last Mexican champion was. He says Lupe Pintor. So that just shows you how long ago it's been. I knew that Chavez wasn't one, or was he? Did he say it was Ruben Oliveira? Okay,
okay. Let me pull it up.
It's been a long time. Mexicans haven't had an undisputed champ probably since the early 80s or 70s or some shit like that. I knew it had been a long time.
Javon Soto said, he said, you hate no sweet cheeks play. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Ride on the Storm, man, for dropping that quarter over.
Hey, Leroy.
Super
dub
chat
on your boy.
received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said it's unfortunate that we can't get the fight on the zone because it's cheaper, but I would shell out the money to watch Canelo versus Plant. Salute, coach. Yeah, you know what? You want to see him make history, Ride up the Storm. You want to see him make history. Lisa Bell said that's making history. Hey, Bo, sorry about that, fam. I had muted you on accident. Sorry about that. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
Now, I mean, in all honesty, I think Caleb Plant is a little bit tougher than what a lot of people give him credit for, though, to be totally honest. Now, I understand he hasn't really fought anybody, but he does have a style. Now, this fight, now I will say this fight between him and Canelo has the potential of being not exciting at all, because it seemed like Caleb Plant is more of a counterpuncher, and so is Canelo, right? So, I mean, it can either be exciting or it really has a chance of being a dud to me. But I think Caleb Plant overall is a little bit tougher than what people give him credit for.
But what you basing that on, though?
Well, I'm just looking at his fighting style. I mean, I'm not going to say that the level of competition, because, of course, he hasn't really fought anybody except for the guy he beat for the title.
Yeah, Ugas.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm just looking at the style, and even in that fight, he had to go through some hell, because even though he dropped Uskataki actually hurt him in that fight. So he had to bite down and pull it out at the end or whatnot. I'm not sure is it going to be enough for Canelo, but I think he'll give Canelo a little bit of competition.
Okay. So how do you see this fight playing out, Bo?
I think Canelo is going to win unanimous decision. I'm not sure if there's going to be a knockout, because I just think Caleb Plant is a little bit more durable, and I don't think they're going to get into a slugfest. I just don't think he's just going to stand there and trade with him. It will be a mistake on Caleb Plant's part if he's going to stand there and trade with him. But I can see him trying to outbox Canelo.
Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
No, that's all I got.
No, he's not going to trade with him. That's not Caleb Plant's style. He's a slick fighter. He's going to try to outbox him. Billy Joe Saunders tried to outbox him, though. That didn't work. So that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, Caleb Plant is just an American version of Billy Joe Saunders. He might have a little better footwork than Billy Joe, but he's a little taller than Billy Joe. But I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, So for the guy who said I'm hating on Caleb Plant, you might be right. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I'm gonna have to accept responsibility for my hating right now. I might be hating on Caleb Plant. I'm just being honest with you, dog. You know what I mean? So I just ain't high on the dude at all. I just don't. I'm not high on him. He ain't fought nobody. It's the same argument they say about Crawford. They say, well, he ain't fought nobody. Okay, well, shit. If Crawford ain't fought nobody, Caleb Plant definitely haven't fought nobody. So, but this is his opportunity of a lifetime. The good news is this: Caleb Plant, you secured the bag. Well, Al Haymon secured the bag. You secured the bag, sir. Sir, right now you probably doing the Tootsie Roll, the butterfly, the one leg up, the wop, the prep, the floss, whatever new dance that could be out there right now. You're doing it right now. You twerking everything because you secured the bag. You secured the bag. Now we don't know if he's getting paid $10 million or not, or whatever the case may be. But the fact of the matter is, more than likely, he's getting paid 10 times more than what he's ever made in his life. So we let's give Caleb Plant a round of applause. And let's give Coach Malachi Williams a round of applause for hating on Caleb Plant.
Coach, you ain't nothing but a hater, man. That's all you is. That's the old country hater.
Hey, Bo. Hey, Ray Blood, man. Hey, they say I'm hating, man. I thought about it, right? I said, you know what, man? Do they have a point? I don't want to get upset and say that, yeah, man, they saying I'm hating on Caleb Plant. I had to analyze myself, right? And when I looked at myself in the mirror, I said, you know what? Yeah, you is hating on Caleb Plant. So hey, man, so shout out to me for hating on Caleb Plant. Hey, man, shout out to my brother Blood.
Hey, okay.
Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Please go subscribe to his channel, man. I'm telling you, man, this guy is phenomenal in the sport of boxing. He's a treasure. Him and Kurt Anderson and other brothers out there who really, really, man, just in my opinion, just based on their boxing knowledge, educating a lot of the casual fans and even people who've been watching boxing for years like I have on just things that we might even forgot about. And just, I really, really appreciate this brother, man, for dropping that half for dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Blood, you got the bounce?
Hey, Coach, I'm going to go ahead and go, man. I got to go ahead and go grocery shopping and everything. And I would like to thank you. And also shout out to my big brother, Shelton Moore, Bold, and everybody. Y'all go over and subscribe to Black and Brown, man. Go on, get him that 1,000, man. And thanks again, Coach. Y'all take it easy. One love, man.
Yes, sir. Let's see the Ali Bell from my brother Blood, man. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel. Round of applause. Go ahead, Bo.
Nah, I was just saying, peace to Blood and whatnot, man. Good to see him on there and whatnot.
Yeah, man. It's always an honor to get Blood on here, man. Blood be so busy, man. Martin, he said, bro, stop it. This guy Canelo's going to smash. Hey, please subscribe to Mark Nash YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to Mark Nash. Subscribe to my brother Major Key Boxer. Subscribe to my brother Mark Nash. Subscribe to Bold and Understanding YouTube channel. Subscribe to Retro Boxing and Documentaries and Blood Boxing. I'm not forgetting somebody. Subscribe to Lady Shan Dun Dem Season. Please subscribe to Lady Shan's channel as well. Good boxing content creators, man. All of us have our different styles. All of us are passionate. All of us talk shit. I think Bold a little bit more calmer than I am. All of us talk trash though, so it is what it is. And Mark Nash he has some controversial stuff, bro. Like this is, I'm like, man, cool, but I love it though. I love the passion. That's what I'm all about, man. So let's see. The super chat I'm missing. Shout out to Matt Cedillo for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said it's not just a question of styles, it's how well someone can implement that style. He said Plant isn't good. Canelo is slicker than Plant as well. Now, you know what? I got to think about what Bo's saying. Plant is probably a lot more durable than what I'm giving him credit for. Just me hating on Caleb Plant. It could be just my hate that's overshadowing his skill set, his talent. You know what I mean? So I gotta, it could be just a hater in me that it could be just a hater in me as it relates to Caleb Plant that's not giving him a chance. But yet and still, I am still going to say Caleb Plant gonna get stopped like 6 or 7. Hey, Caleb Plant, if you're watching this show, 6 or 7, you're gonna be out of there. I think that you're gonna run. You ain't no Floyd Mayweather, so I think now I'm gonna tell you how I see this fight going down. I see this fight going down exactly the way Canelo slowed down Billy Joe Saunders. The body shots. When you look at when Canelo cut that ring off and was putting a little pressure on Billy Joe Saunders, and he was fighting off the back foot. When Canelo was landing those body shots on Billy Joe Saunders, he figured him out. He said, "I'm gonna go to the body." He hit one hard body shot, and he was feeling it. He go sit down, and Billy Joe was having a little success. Another body shot, another round, and then as the rounds went on, those body shots started becoming a little bit more repetitive, right? And then Canelo started noticing a trend in the Billy Joe Saunders fight. He noticed that Billy Joe Saunders kept ducking his head down and like trying to get out of the way, kind of like what Tyson Fury does when he fought Deontay Wilder in the first fight. In the second fight, Tyson Fury didn't do that. Canelo said, "Okay, I noticed when I show him this look, he ducks down to try to get out of the way of the punch. So I'm going to show him that same look. And when he think I'm going to go to the body because he tried to embrace for the body punch, he turned it into like an uppercut, like hook, like half hook, half uppercut, and caught him in the eye, broke his orbital bone, knocked the fight out of him. This is how I see that fight happen. The body shots gonna break him down like a 57-7. But Caleb Plant, the good news is this. The good news is you're gonna get your check, and you can do whatever from there, man. You secured the bag. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. You secured the bag. You know what I mean? So and I'm looking at somebody. Somebody's up. What's this? All right, sorry about that, guys. Looking at somebody at the door. Got a camera on the door. All right, looking at somebody at the door. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. He just left. Yeah, man. So I'm just saying. OG say, Coach, playing weaker than sugar water. Credulous says you're not hating on play. Hey, Credulous, I don't know, man. I might have to accept responsibility for that, man. Go ahead. But brother Bo, you think it's gonna go 12 rounds?
Yeah, I honestly do, man. I think, like I said, man, I think a lot of people not giving Caleb Plant as much credit. Like I said, his resume is weak, but the dude can fight, man. And I think personally, even though he doesn't have the resumes of Billy Joe Saunders, I just think he's just a little bit slightly better, to be totally honest with you, especially like a little bit on the more defensive side of things. Because, Billy Joe just kept ducking into that shot.
Yeah,
against Canelo, and Canelo eventually timed it. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me, man. Maybe it's just probably because I just want to see a good fight. But I just honestly think Caleb Plant is a little bit better than Billy Joe, even though he doesn't have the resume.
But I'm gonna tell you something else. Frank says I swear Canelo used that ring a lot against Triple G in the first fight. Was he running? Because he looked like Laura in that fight. Yeah, the first fight, honestly, the first fight, I think that Canelo lost that fight, that Triple G fight, right? Second fight, Canelo said, "The hell with it. I'm finna try to get this dude out of there." He clearly won that second fight, but that's neither here nor there. That fight was scored a draw. I'm finna tell you why. I'm finna tell you another reason why I think Canelo's going to stop Caleb Plant. Billy Joe Saunders wanted a bigger ring. He got it. He got a bigger ring. So that was enough room for him to move around in to get away from Canelo and to fight the kind of style fight that he wanted to fight. And it didn't help him. He still got stopped. So I think that, Caleb Plant, I just don't, Bo, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I just don't see it, dog. Like, I'm trying to, I know I'm hating, but, but I'm trying to just wrap my head around, Canelo, Caleb Plant, he say he hit him with an uppercut. Yeah, he hit him with an uppercut. But the uppercut, this is the thing though. And to see the way Canelo throw his punches with leverage, like it looks like he's throwing a body shot. Like when Canelo gets close, he has a twitch in his hips. The way he turns, and Billy Joe Saunders was bracing for the body shot, and Canelo at the last second turned it up and caught him in the eye, and he ducked right into it. Like that was anticipation. That was anticipation, man. So, bro, Canelo hit hard, dog. Bro, he hit hard. Oh my God, bro. Let me tell you something. When I see Canelo hit somebody in the body, and let me tell you something. I'm not a Canelo Alvarez ass kisser. You know, I don't kiss no fighter's ass. You know, my fanboy days is over with. My fanboy days is Marvin. I got Roy Jones right there. I was a fanboy of Roy. Marvin Hagler right there. Sugar Ray Robinson right there. I got Mike Tyson right there. I was a fanboy of his. Ali, of course, and then Pernell Whitaker. Them guys is gone. So ain't nobody I'm a fanboy of. But I love the sport of boxing. I love to see how fighters can enforce their will. And to me, Canelo, Terrence Crawford is my favorite fighter, as you guys know. But Canelo's my pound for pound #1 fighter. That dude, there is nothing that he can't do in the ring. And the dude, man, that dude, the way he throw his punches with leverage, I just, bro, just getting hit with a body shot from this dude over a period of time. I just don't know if can Caleb Plant rise to the occasion? Can he pull off the upset of the century? Maybe he can. You see what I'm saying? Maybe he can, guys. I don't know. Can he just be the one that and let's find Leonard. Let's find Leonard. Leonard, where you at, Leonard? Because you know what? Bo, you might be on to something. Bo might be on to something, guys. I want to show you guys something because Bo is saying that he think that Caleb Plant has a better chance than I'm giving him credit for. And I gotta come clean. He said, how can we give him credit if his resume is weak? Hey, okay. To this day. That's what hey, okay. Answer that question, Bo. Bo, answer that question. The comment said, how can we give him credit? Give Caleb Eggplant is what I call him. How can we give Caleb Eggplant credit if his resume is weak? Bo, you still there? All right, so I answered the question. I don't think Bo is there anymore.
Yeah. I'm here. My phone was just ringing.
Oh, okay.
What was the question?
No, Karma wanted to know, how can we give Caleb Plant credit if his resume is weak?
Well, we can't give him credit for his resume, but we could give him credit if he does beat Canelo. He does have the skills, though. So Caleb Plant does have the skills to pay the bills. And then on top of that, you know, I'm not saying this will probably happen. What if Canelo really takes this guy for granted? Because he thinks like a lot of people, he like, oh, this dude he's a nobody. Let me just go ahead and take the belt. And actually, you know, somebody like Caleb Plant, he has nothing to really lose. In his situation, he like, yo, I gotta try to be a star, like a real star. So this is my one and only chance, you know what I'm saying, to get this, you know, to get this win. So that all could play into, you know, with each other.
Okay, all right. I've you know, now the only reason I can't go with that because you've never known Canelo to take any fighter for granted. He damn sure didn't take Billy Joe Saunders for granted. Like, this is it. Canelo, wait a minute, guys. Let me ask you a question. No one has ever been undisputed at super middleweight, 168 pounds before. You know, listen, man. He is guys, check out Canelo's Instagram, Mr. Official. Yeah. Absolutely. We know it's official. I'm gonna check it out. Hold on, but let's listen. Guys, let me tell you something. Canelo, you know, Bo, don't trip now, don't trip. Canelo might be in trouble this fight. Who knows? He might be in trouble this fight. Let's see. Let's look at the history. Let's see. I'm going here, right? I'm fixing to pull something up because I want to make sure I have this. Caleb Plant, can he pull off the upset? Do you guys think that Caleb Eggplant is what I call him? Some people call him Caleb Sweet Cheeks Plant. Do you guys think that he can pull off the upset? Quentin Salt said, Coach, Plant is a little bigger, Coach. It's possible. Quentin Salt. Shout out to Quentin Salt. Hey, okay. Let's see. Hold on. But I'm gonna tell you somebody who really got faith in Caleb Plant. I want you guys to see Mr. Leonard Ellerbe. Old Garage knows himself. Garage knows Leonard. Garage knows Leonard got faith in Caleb Plant. He got faith in Caleb Plant so much that he says, and this is on Fight Hub. Here you go, guys. Let's see that we got this.
Mack's played a huge part.
All right. I want you guys to hear this. Bo, you might be on to something. Because I think everybody in the chat hating. All of y'all is hating on Caleb Plant like I'm hating on Caleb Plant. so hey, everybody, okay. Mr. Kimmo said, nope. Okay. James Brown says Sweet Cheeks can break an egg, bro. Come on, man. He said Sweet Cheeks can't break an egg. Come on. All right, so let's see. Who is a part of the Hate Caleb Plant Foundation? So he said, hey, Coach, how you doing? Hope everything is good. And God bless you and the family. Yeah, man, shout out to Michael, man. Hey, okay. I appreciate that, fam. Hold on, he said, Jerome Benjamin. He says, Sweet Cheeks got touched up by Caleb Trox. Somehow this fool going to go the distance. Now, my main man Quentin Salt say, what you say, brother? He said, Caleb Plant is a little bigger, coach. It is possible. Okay, and that's all Bo's saying. Hey, okay. So it's possible. It's possible, guys. But let me show y'all this here, right? This is Leonard. This is Leonard. Well, sometimes some people call them snossages, snuffleupagus, garage nose, what I call them. So this Leonard right here, guys. This Leonard right here. Now, Leonard might be on to something. I'm thinking about betting the whole house on Caleb Plant for the upset. Hey, Bo, I know I've been on had you on here for a while, man. If you got to go, let me know, fam. Bo.
Oh, nah, I'm just making it back to the crib, so yeah, I'm good now.
Oh, okay, cool. Hey, Double A Mandatory say, Coach, you ain't hate no play. I don't know. Hey, shout out to Ronaldo Castillo. What's going on, fam? Hey, okay. Thank you so much, brother, for the new subscribership. Hey, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and share this video and like this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. Quentin Salt says on Garage Nose. All right, listen. All right, guys, hold on. Now that I come to grips that admitted that I am a hater of Caleb Plant. So I know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of slack. I probably won't get a whole bunch of slack because Caleb Plant ain't really got that many fans. But the people in Tennessee, they might attack me. So if you're from Tennessee and you're upset that I'm talking about Caleb Plant, I apologize. I'm going to apologize this one time. I don't mean to hurt you guys' feelings. I'm just saying I don't believe in Caleb Plant. I never have. You see what I'm saying? I don't believe in him. I don't believe in the fake Color Me Bad. I don't believe in the fake Robin Thicke. I don't believe in Justin Timberfake. I don't believe in Mr. Ice Baby Vanilla Ice. I just don't believe in him. Especially against Canelo, right? Especially against Canelo. And I'm not a Canelo Alvarez ass kisser. I'm just saying I look at the skills. Caleb Plant, he has good footwork. He can box. Sweet hands is what they call him. Sweet hands. He be doing this thing. But guess what? He been doing this thing against C-class fighters. And Caleb Plant is a B-class fighter, and in my opinion. But Bo might be on to something. Now let's listen. Let's listen to Leonard Ellerbe. Leonard Ellerbe, aka Garage Nose, he got something. I want you guys to hear this.
He's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter. Keeping me feeling good, strong, and ready for my next workout.
This was on Fight Hub.
Canelo's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter. But things are different now. I mean, he was a guy at 47, 54, and he wasn't a puncher. Now all of a sudden he's walking through guys at 68 and 75. So things are different now. He's a tremendous fighter, though.
And him versus Caleb Plant, which seems to be next. Obviously, Caleb Plant, PBC.
He can't beat Caleb. He can't beat Caleb.
Why not?
Because Caleb has all the wrong things for him.
Come on, I'm not going that far. I ain't going that far now. I said he last 12 rounds, but I ain't saying he's going to beat Canelo.
So everybody on this live right now, you heard Garage Nose, a.k.a. Leonard Ellerbe, a.k.a. Mr. Snuffleupagus, a.k.a. I got to think of something else for Leonard. You know what I mean? AKA, the nose. He knows boxing. Leonard Ellerbe, he knows boxing. So now you heard Leonard. Leonard said that Canelo Alvarez cannot beat Caleb Plant. So now, I think that Leonard might be on to something, guys. So this is what I'm going to do. Caleb Plant, I know I've been hating on you, sir, for the past 3 months, and I know that the citizens of Tennessee are upset with me. I heard that the citizens of Tennessee have a $10 bounty out on me They got a hit out on me because I'm hating on Caleb Eggplant. So the citizens of Tennessee, please take the hit off of me. I'm sorry.
Hey, okay.
I don't want no problems.
To this day.
I know I've been hating on Caleb Eggplant.
To this day.
I just ain't got no faith in the boy.
To this day.
Now, I know I call him Caleb Eggplant.
Say it again. Say something else.
And I know that you guys are upset.
Say it again. Say something else.
But I think Leonard Ellerbe
To this day.
might be on to something.
Say it again. Say something else.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I think that I'm going to, I might put, I might bet some money on Caleb Plant. Caleb for the upset. Because if Caleb can upset Canelo, wait a minute. Last time I did that with Billy Joe Saunders, I said that Billy Joe Saunders has a possibility of upsetting Canelo Alvarez. I lost about $100. And Carmen Serene, Carm sent me some money. She felt sorry for me. Carmen, you know I ain't lying. Carmen Serene felt sorry for me, and she sent me some money, to lighten the load that on my $100 bet I lost. So now I learned from that point forward. Stop trying to look for the upset and ride with Canelo no matter what. I gave Billy Joe Saunders the benefit of the doubt. I can promise you that I'm not going to give Caleb Eggplant the benefit of the doubt. But Sausages, aka Leonard Ellerbe, he knows boxing. Maybe he might know something, guys. So I want you guys to hear this one more again. Let's hear it one more again. For those who are ebonically challenged, one more again means let's hear it again. All right, one more time, / hear it again, put it together, one more again. All right, it's just play on words. But anyway, here we go. This is what Leonard says. Let's see what Leonard says, guys. Let's see what Leonard says.
54, and he wasn't a puncher. Now all of a sudden he's walking through guys at 68 and 75. So things are different now. He's a tremendous fighter, though.
And him versus Caleb Plant, which seems to be next. Obviously, Caleb Plant, PBC.
He can't beat Caleb.
He can't beat Caleb.
He can't beat Caleb.
Why not?
Because Caleb has all the wrong things for him. He has all the wrong things for him. Trust and believe it.
Like what?
See, because what you guys have only seen is just glimpses of Plant. Because again, everybody don't rise to the occasion of the level of opponent that they face. But given the opportunity on the big stage against a big name, and styles make fights, he has everything that he needs to beat Canelo. Everything. Y'all say he can't punch, but he can punch. He can punch. He's a tremendous boxer. He has great defensive skills. But more importantly, he's a thinking fighter. And people will always tend to miscalculate those kind of things. And I think that's one of his biggest advantages going into the Canelo fight. That's just my opinion.
Is Canelo pound for pound number one for you at the moment?
No. I think he's a tremendous.
Hey, hold on. Oh, dang, bold. I almost took y'all. Hey, wait a minute, guys. Shout out to the Puro Sur Central.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that half for dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Now you heard it. You heard it from Garage Nose, a.k.a. Sausages, a.k.a. I knows what I'm talking about, a.k.a. Mr. Snuffleupagus himself. He said that Caleb Plant is all wrong for Canelo Alvarez. So for all you Canelo Alvarez fans out there, I want to tell you guys something. You should be worried and shaking like booty meat right now because Garage Nose said that Caleb Eggplant is all wrong for Canelo, and Canelo cannot beat him. Now, I'm going to let you guys see the actual video. I'm just saying, because I know for a fact, if I didn't play this, you would not believe me. You guys would think, and you know me, this show is all about what? The receipts. So, he says, Puro Central says, I can hear Roger now. You don't know ish about boxing. Okay, all right. Okay, check this out. See, you guys, all right. Caleb Plant, I'm thinking about putting a stack on you. I'm thinking about putting, because this might be the upset. Hey, Carmen Serene, remember that I was wrong on betting on Billy Joe Saunders for the upset for $100. This might be the one, though. This might be the time that I need to bet on the upset. You know what I mean? For Canelo. Canelo hasn't lost a fight in like almost 8 years since Floyd Mayweather, right? But this might be this one time. Maybe the country boy from Tennessee who was born and raised in a double-wide trailer, who is currently still living there, maybe he can pull off the upset. Maybe. Hold on, guys. Maybe he can pull off the upset of a lifetime. Maybe he can pull off an upset of a lifetime. Maybe he can do this. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe, guys. Maybe we can. Let me see something. Trying to see who at the door. Trying to see who's at the door. Okay, ain't nobody at the door. Yes, maybe, guys. Maybe Caleb Eggplant. Because Leonard Ellerbe. Let's go back to Leonard. Okay, let's play Leonard one more again, guys. Let's play Leonard. Let's see, can we get it from here? Because you guys are not believers. And I know that I've been hating on Caleb Plant for about 3 months now. I've been hating on him for a little bit now. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm guilty of hating on Caleb Plant. And for those who live in Tennessee, who mad at me because I've been talking trash about Caleb Plant, I get it. I've been saying all this time that Caleb Plant do not stand a chance against Canelo. I've been saying this the whole time, guys. But guess what, guys? Maybe I might be wrong. So I want to know who in the chat is with me. Are there any Vanilla Ice supporters out there? Are there any Color Me Bad supporters out there? Are there any Robin Thicke supporters out there? Are there any Justin Timberlake supporters out there who want to join forces with me and Leonard Ellerbe and putting money? We're gonna put their house money, we're gonna put the mortgage money, the car note, the rent, child support money. We're gonna put it all on Caleb Eggplant.
Canelo's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter. But things are different now. I mean,
keeping me feeling good, strong, and ready for my next workout.
So this is Leonard.
Canelo's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter. But things are different now. I mean, he was a guy at 47, 54, and he wasn't a puncher. Now all of a sudden he's walking through guys at 68 and 75. So things are different now. He's a tremendous fighter, though.
And him versus Caleb Plant, which seems to be next. Obviously, Caleb Plant, PBC.
He can't beat Caleb.
He can't beat Caleb.
Why not? Because Caleb has all the wrong things for him. He has all the wrong things for him. Trust and believe it.
Like what?
See, because what you guys have only seen is just glimpses of Plant. Because again, everybody don't rise to the occasion of the level of opponent that they face. But given the opportunity on the big stage against a big name, and styles make fights, he has everything that he needs to beat Canelo. Everything. Y'all say he can't punch, but he can punch. You know, he's a tremendous boxer. He has great defensive skills. You know, but more importantly, he's a thinking fighter. And people always tend to miscalculate those kind of things. And I think that's one of his biggest advantages going into the Canelo fight. That's just my opinion.
Is Canelo pound for pound number?
All right, so you heard sausages. So now, guys, let me tell you guys something, right? I think Leonard might be on to something. guys. I think I'm gonna jump out the window one more time. Carmen Serene.
Hey, okay.
I think I'm gonna jump out the window one more time.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Coach. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a bet on Caleb Plant just because of the odds.
Hey, Carmen Serene.
Hey, okay.
Carm, I think I'm gonna jump out the window one more time. Yeah, you said I know. Listen, Carm, you sent me a cash out last time. They helped me lighten the load on the bet I lost on Billy Joe Saunders. But I think this time, sister, this is the time. I think that we need to come together as a people. All Hey, Carl, I think we need to come together as a people, sis. We got to come together. We got to come together this time. You know, we're gonna do this like Hulk Hogan, right? You know, I like to say to all them little Hulkamaniacs out there, brother. I like to say to all them little Caleb Plant Hey, all my little Caleb Plant maniacs out there, brother. Say your prayers, take your vitamins. I think this is the time that we are going to beat Canelo. I understand that Canelo is pound for pound the best fighter in boxing right now. I understand that Canelo, he hits hard. I understand that Canelo is very intelligent. I understand Canelo has a better resume than Caleb Eggplant. But I think the Eggplant would beat the cinnamon. You know, Canelo means cinnamon. I think the Eggplant would beat cinnamon this time. And I think this is the time that we need to rise as a people. We need to rise as a people, come together as boxing fans and get behind Ice Baby. So anybody, who with me? Who with me? Anybody with me right now? Come on, man.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jabba Satana for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat.
Hey,
Go ahead, Bo.
I'm betting on Caleb Plant just because of the odds. The odds gonna be. I mean, it'd be stupid not to bet on Caleb Plant with those odds and whatnot.
Hey, he said, "No, coach. Mr. Snuffleupagus pushed up his glasses." Yeah, you're right. Every time he do this, I told her. Anytime Leonard do this, when he do this, and he put some glasses up like that, the nigga lying. We already know that, right? You know, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, man. So he said if this was poker, we would have taken his stacks up already. Plant ain't going to it right. Oh no. JJ said, look at that dude in the back. There's even like, what the F he smoking? I don't know what's wrong with y'all, dog. I don't know, dog. He said that's 7-8 behind him. Jabba the Hutt behind him, yeah. Hey, man, listen, man. Listen, bro. Come on, man. Is anybody going to join me? Can we? Because Caleb Plant ain't really got no fans. So is anybody going to join me? Anybody? Anybody can, join forces with me. Can we put our nickels and dimes together and we can bet on Caleb Plant? Canelo, you're going down. You're going down there, say. You're going down, Bato. You're going down. Canelo, you're going down this time. I believe in Caleb Plant. I can't say it with a straight face. All right, hold on. I can't say it with a straight face. Okay, here you go. He said, Coach, do you pity the fool against Caleb? Okay. All right, let me get some water, y'all. All right, guys. I'm just bullshit. All right, bro. Caleb Plant don't stand a chance in hell. I know it, you know it. Now, Bo gonna bet on him because of the odds, and I respect that. He gonna bet on him because of the odds. I fell for that last time, though. That's why I betted on Billy Joe Saunders. I betted on Billy Joe Saunders because of the betting odds. It lost $100, right? Now, I made $300 on Josh Taylor beating Jose Ramirez, so I did make my money back on that. But I ain't going for that no more. He's talking about clown. Calm. I already found out last night about Ace. Oh yeah, he's the woman 16-year-old. Oh, okay. Oh, y'all talking about somebody else. All right, yeah. Listen. Javon Soto, what you say, fam? He said I'm betting on Caleb Plant too, because of them damn sweet cheeks. He betting on Caleb because of sweet cheeks. Man, wait a minute, man. Hold on, man.
Oh,
Hey, man, y'all gonna start, listen, y'all gonna stop hating on Caleb Plant, man. I think we can pull it out. Guys, listen, I'm just looking for two. Well, me and Bo, we betting. Now, listen, we betting on Caleb Plant, right? We betting on... Listen, Leonard Ellerbe knows more about boxing than anybody in the chat. He knows more about boxing than anybody in the chat. So, guess what? Leonard might know what he's talking about. You see what I'm saying? Leonard might know what he's talking about. He says that Caleb Plant is all wrong for Canelo. One more again. Let's just hear that. Let's just hear that one part again. Just that one part, guys. I like how he said it with conviction and surety. Like he was just so sure. You see what I'm saying?
Canelo's a very good fighter. He's a very good fighter. But things are different now. I mean, he was a guy 47, 54, and he wasn't a puncher. Now all of a sudden he's walking through guys at 68 and 75. So things are different now. He's a tremendous fighter.
And him versus Caleb Plant, which seems to be next. Obviously Caleb Plant, PBC.
He can't beat Caleb.
He can't beat Caleb. Why not?
You heard what Leonard said. Leonard says Canelo can't beat Caleb. Johnny Blaze, would you say, fam? Johnny Blaze say Plant needs to just focus his whole training on his footwork because he ain't got a chance. He might as well survive. Oh, man, listen. Bruh, I'm telling y'all now, Leonard said it. I didn't say it. Leonard said it. Leonard knows something that Michael Buffer doesn't know. Leonard knows something that Peter Atkins doesn't know. Leonard knows something that Lennox was the best. We say Leonard objective and unbiased Ellerbe. Listen, I'm telling y'all, bro. Jerome in the house.
Hey, okay.
Ellerbe knows nothing. Bro, listen, I'm telling y'all, dog. I'm telling y'all, Leonard might be on to something.
Hey, okay.
Leonard might be on to something. You see what I'm saying? And if Caleb Plant can beat Canelo Alvarez, guess what? He would be the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. This is a legacy fight for Leonard Ellerbe. I mean, not Leonard Ellerbe, for Caleb Plant. This is a opportunity of a lifetime. He's going to get a career high payday, and he's going to have an opportunity, guys, to become the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. What you got to say about that, Leonard?
Caleb has all the wrong things for him. He has all the wrong things for him. Trust and believe it. See, because what you guys have only seen is just glimpses of Plant. Because again, everybody don't rise to the occasion of the level of opponent that they face. But given the opportunity on the big stage against a big name, and styles make fights, he has everything that he needs to beat Canelo. Everything. Y'all say he can't punch, but he can punch. He can punch. You know, he's a tremendous boxer. He has great defensive skills. You know, but more importantly, he's a thinking fighter. He's a thinking fighter, and people always tend to miscalculate those kind of things. And I think that's one of his biggest advantages going into the Canelo fight. That's my opinion.
That's it. That's it. You heard it from Sausages.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mercy Grace for dropping that quarter of a dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. He said if you're betting Plant, you're betting Canelo's leg is gonna fall apart like McGregor's in the UFC. Bruh, I'm telling y'all, bruh. I don't know, man. I think Leonard might be on to something. You know what I mean? He can smell what the Rock is cooking. Literally. You see what I'm saying? Leonard can smell what the Rock is cooking. Literally. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know now. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call Leonard. I'm gonna have to call him, get him on the phone. You know, I know I've been banging on Leonard's nose and stuff like that. Leonard, it ain't nothing personal. Leonard, if you watch this video and you've seen that I have made jokes about your nose, there's nothing personal. So I have nothing personal against you, but your nose, it's your nose. I know you knows what you're talking about, but I'm just saying it's your nose. So it ain't not personal, but it's just jokes. Just don't take it personal. You know what I mean? Caleb Eggplant, sir, I know I've been hating on you for like 3 months now. I've been hating on you for 3 months, Mr. May. Yes, it's May. I've been hating on you for 3 months now, sir. I have. For probably like 3.5, 4 months. I'll say 5 months, you know, give or take. I know I've been hating on you for a minute, sir. You know what I mean? And so, and normally I'm not a hater. But for some reason I've been hating on you for a little bit now. I don't know why, but you know, everybody in the chat, they got, you know, Bo believes in you. My brother Bo believes in you. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna bet on the odds. I lost $100 betting on Billy Joe Saunders last time, and I did say that you are nothing but the American version of Billy Joe Saunders. I did say that, sir. But Leonard Ellerbe says that, you know, your style is all wrong for Canelo. Leonard Ellerbe says that Caleb Plant has excellent defense. Leonard Ellerbe says that Caleb Plant will rise to the occasion. You know, right here, he said that Caleb Plant will rise to the occasion, and that Caleb Plant can punch. So when Canelo feels Caleb Plant's punching power, that's another thing he said. He said, y'all say that Caleb Plant can't punch, but he can punch. That's what he said. He said he can punch. So when Canelo feels Caleb Plant's punching power, now even though he didn't really hurt Caleb Trox, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. But you know, Caleb Plant has punching power that we haven't seen before. You know, and that punching power is going to rise to the occasion against Canelo. So Canelo, you messed up by signing that contract to make $40 million to fight Caleb Plant, right? And you know what, guys? I just thought about something. I just thought about something, guys. I've been saying that Caleb Plant didn't have any fans, right? Now, there's a guy, I ain't going to say his name.
Hey, okay.
But you know who I'm talking to.
To this day.
He is a pro PBC ass kisser.
To this day.
And he's a pro Alphabet Boy channel supporter, and he's a member of the Alphabet Boy community. He's the one that told me that we 2,000 strong, and we pay membership fees. You know what I mean? Yada yada yada. He the one that told me that. But he's from that area. He's from Tennessee, right? And he's saying that he felt that we hating on Caleb Plant and yada yada yada. So I admit, sir, I've been hating on Caleb Plant. I don't have faith in Ice Baby. Not gonna sit here and lie. But you know what, sir? You might be on to something. Caleb Plant, sweet hands. He might be the one to give Canelo his first loss since he lost to Mayweather 7.5, almost 8 years ago, right? You know what I mean? So I've probably been hating on Caleb Plant, guys. I do apologize. I've been hating on him. Caleb Plant, sir, I know that you're upset with me. You saw my videos, and your team has been telling you that this is a guy out of Miami that reports 6 days a week, and he's been calling you fake Robin Thicke, Ice Baby, Vanilla Ice, all that stuff there. I understand, sir, that you might be upset, and I understand that Al Heyman may be upset, and I understand that people who support the PBC may be upset with me right now because I've been talking trash and hating on Caleb Plant. So I want to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? There might be a possibility that Caleb Plant can pull off the upset, right? Now, the only upset that I see that's going to happen in this fight, I'm going to be upset that if I bet some money on Caleb Plant. If I bet some money on Caleb Plant, I'm going to be upset that I done that dumbass shit that I did when I bet money on Billy Joe Saunders. I would not make that mistake again. Now, Caleb Plant, sir, you are a good fighter. You're a good fighter. You're a good C class fighter, C plus, B plus fighter. You know what I mean? Your resume ain't good at all. You ain't really fought nobody. You fought Caleb Trox. Caleb Trox was 38 years old, I think, when you fought him, and it went 12 rounds. So Leonard Ellerbe says that you can punch. You have punching power. Now I don't know where that punching power gonna come from. Last time I checked, you're not Thanos, so I don't know where you got that punching power from all of a sudden. You know what I mean? But it's a possibility that you can put off an upset. Caleb, well, listen, don't try to be no hero this fight, Caleb Plant. You're getting paid 10 times more than what you ever been paid. Do not let Al Heyman put you on an allowance either. Get all your money up front. Get all your cheese, dog. Get all your cheese. Get all your money. Do not let Al Heyman put you on an allowance. And don't try to be no hero this fight. Don't try to be no hero this fight. Because you got an opportunity to become the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, right? But I just think that them body shots is going to break your ribs. So don't try to be no hero, Caleb Plant. Understand that there's life after boxing. Understand that there's life after this fight. You see what I'm saying? So do your best. But I see you going down before 8 rounds. I'm just saying. I see you going down before 8 rounds. To this day. So for that guy, we ain't gonna say your name, and this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade. I know you don't dig me too tough. Don't dig you too tough neither. But and I understand, sir, that you're from Tennessee, and I understand, sir, that you represent the Alphabet Boy community, and I understand that you are the pro PBC fan. I get that, sir. I really do get that. I understand that, sir. I really do. And maybe I've been too hard on your fellow Tennessean. And this is why you're upset. And I get it, sir. I really do get it, sir. There's nothing personal, though. To this day. There's nothing personal. To this day. But I am not going to make that mistake that I made with the Billy Joe Saunders fight. Caleb Plant, sir, much respect to you. You landed the bag. The bag had left the building. Then the bag came back to the building. Al Heyman, sir, your ship was sinking. Big Fish got sidelined. You got Manny Pacquiao. He's 75 years old in boxing years. He's going to fight Ugas. We didn't even talk about that fight. So let's talk about Ugas and Manny Pacquiao, the living legend. Manny Pacquiao, the living legend. I'm gonna give you guys my prediction. I see Manny Pacquiao winning that fight. In a 12-round decision. I see Manny Pacquiao probably dropping Ugas maybe 1 or 2 times in that fight. Ugas is a damn good fighter. He's a counterpuncher. He's a big guy. I saw Ugas fight Sean Porter. He landed some good punches on Sean Porter. Sean Porter put some good footwork on Ugas. I see Ugas probably holding his ground, standing his ground. But you know what? It could be a possibility that Ugas can upset Manny Pacquiao. I don't know. I don't know what the arrangement it is with Manny Pacquiao and PBC. How many fights does he have on that card? I have no idea. But shout out to Ugas for getting that fight. Ugas is a good person from what I heard. And I'm very happy for him that he's able to get that opportunity of a lifetime. And it's a possibility that he can upset Manny Pacquiao I'm just going for. I'm just rooting for Manny Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Now, as a rate to Caleb Eggplant, I know you do have one fan out of Tennessee. You know what I mean? Dude that represent the Alphabet Boys, he paid membership fees. The nigga in his 50s, he know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say his name. Anyways, but the nigga in his 50s, you got one fan. So I'm not a fan of yours, sir. And I know that they say that I am a Caleb Eggplant hater. So I will admit that I probably have been hating on you for the past 4.5, 5 months. I just not believe in your skill set, and I just think that Canelo Alvarez is gonna stop your ass for the 8th round. That's it. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got to say. Manny Pacquiao, the living legend. We expect you to win tomorrow night. If you don't win, hey, it is what it is. You have nothing else to prove in the sport of boxing. But good news is we got the Caleb Eggplant. Caleb Eggplant, do not pull out of this fight. Do not pull out of this fight. Don't pull out of this fight because of no COVID. Don't pull out of this fight because of you have a detached retina. Don't pull out of this fight because you hurt your hand. Because we know that you're known for having hand injuries. Now, if you have a detached retina, of course, you got to pull out of the fight. I'm just being facetious. But we know you have a history of hurting your hands, right? Don't hurt your hands, dog. Don't break your hands. Don't fracture your hands. We don't want no goddamn excuses. We want you to be in that fight. And Caleb Plant, remember, the reason why you should not pull out of this fight is because you're still living in that double wide trailer in Tennessee. And you're getting paid 10 times more than what you ever been paid in your life to fight Canelo Alvarez. So, sir, if you got a broke leg, I'll show up to the fight. Show up to the fight even with a broken leg, sir. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? This is your chance to move out of the double wide trailer, and you can move into a triple wide trailer, a quadruple wide trailer. With the money that you're gonna make, sir, shit, you're gonna be sitting on swole. So shout out to Caleb Eggplant, sir. I'm proud of you.
Hey, okay.
Let's give Caleb Eggplant a round of applause for securing the bag with Canelo Alvarez. So let me address people in the chat before we go, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Let me address everybody in the chat. So Arlette says this fight ain't going to happen, coach. Arlette, don't say that, sis. Arlette, please don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that, Arlette. Don't say that. James Brown said could be tough matchup. But Ugas' last fight looked trash. Yeah, he did look trash his last fight. Rock 813 said, remember that punch Canelo dropped Kirkland with. That's how he gonna do Plant. Yeah, I remember that, bro. That was I remember that. I remember that, bro. I do remember that. I remember that at all. He said he got rocked more than once in his last fight. Yeah. You're right about that. Ugas, I don't know. Maybe Ugas will rise to the occasion though. Isaac says, even though Caleb pulled out 3 times and could pull out a 4th time, I still have Caleb beating Canelo on less than 8 rounds. Bro, hold on.
Oh, damn.
You got Caleb beating Canelo less than 8 rounds? Oh, damn. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that, Bo. Damn, I didn't know I had you on. Damn, he got Caleb beating Canelo less than 8 rounds.
Hey, okay.
We got to do OJ Ju-Man on that one. He got Caleb beating Canelo less than 8 rounds. Okay,
damn.
So you must got him knocking I don't know, man. Canelo will take a punch.
He gonna have to do something that nobody else ever done.
Yeah. He said, imagine PBV flop, but Canelo gets 40 million guarantee. I hope I'm wrong, coach, but I don't see playing the Canelo happening. I hope I'm wrong. I think it's gonna happen. I hope it happens, man. I hope it happens, man. I really do, bro. We've been getting some good fights, but we've been getting some disappointments too as boxing fans.
Well, is there a possibility that leading up a couple of weeks before the fight, something drastic happens to Caleb Plant and then they put him like a replacement fighter or something? Can you see that happening?
It's a possibility, but Canelo don't give a damn if he got that guaranteed $40 million. If they pull that off, that's stupid on their behalf. That's stupid on their behalf. You know what I mean? So, Troy Graham said Ugas is another Tim Bradley setup fight. Manny getting robbed. Yeah, I've been hearing that too. You know what I mean? So, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Bo, is anything you want to say, man, before we wrap it up?
Another good show today, Coach, man. Thanks for having me on and whatnot. And for anybody that want to come support my channel, my page is Bold and Understanding. I'm just starting to put some boxing content on there. The other day I was just dropped, little brief video on some of these race hustlers in boxing and whatnot, man. But Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on, Coach.
Yes, sir, man. Let's give a round of applause to my brother Bold. Please go to his YouTube channel, Bold and Understanding. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother Bold, and we're gonna send him out OJ Ju-Man style.
Hey, okay.
Now let's get into this, guys. Before I'm gonna get everybody a shout out in the chat. You know how we do it. This is how we do it, guys. Shout out to Black and Brown Boxing. Please go subscribe to his YouTube channel. He needs like 20 something subs in order to get to 1,000, so that's good. Shout out to the Queen Lady Shan. Please subscribe to Lady Shan Dun Them Season channel. Shout out to Major Key Boxing, and happy anniversary to Major Key and him and his wife. Shout out to my co-host Shelton Moore.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mark Nash. Please subscribe to his YouTube channel as well.
Hey, okay.
And let's get into this. Shout out to Demeter.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Peter Von Arts.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jerome. Jerome in the house.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Double A the Mandatory.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay Bones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen, Lisa Bells.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Martin Leal.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Joe.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William Posey.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Tony Boswell. Salute to my brother.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Troy Graham.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Lennox was the best.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Johnny Blaze.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Peter Von Arts.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Michael Buffer.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jeff Lucietta.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Wizard Sleeve.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Graham Taylor.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Javi Santana.
Hey, okay.
Okay, we reloaded. Shout out to Bon Scott.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Abel Robledo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Leo Sam.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Luis Malavi.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rap Star Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Teach.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Leo Sam.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rock 813.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mondo Solo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Same names. Shout out to Gerald Fields.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to William.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to James Brown.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Thomas Jones.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to my brother Charlo.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Queen Arlette.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Louis Malavi.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Machete Saint.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Demeter Demi.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have? Isaac Bermudez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Mueller's 27.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to who else we have, guys? Danny Drew.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Rider of the Storm.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Paul CX.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Frank. What's going on, Frank?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jeffrey Sharp.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Danny Drew.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Quint Salt.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to OG, double OG, triple OG, quadruple OG.
Hey, okay.
Oh, shout out to my brother Smith and West for tuning in. Shout out to Toon as well. Be safe out there on that road, Toon.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Isaac Bermudez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to BK Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to David.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Teach.
Hey, okay.
If it's anybody I forgot, please forgive me. If it's anybody I forgot, please forgive me. Shout out to Paul Evans.
Hey, okay.
Once again, we'll be back again. New media today, USA Boxing. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. We will be on today. We'll be on tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time from 3 to 5 o'clock, 6 days a week. And once again, if you are a hater, if you are a troll, and if I offended you in any way, form, or fashion, guess what? I promise you, if you tune in tomorrow, I will say something else that will piss you off. Once again, guys, we up out of here. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.